Happy Friday, everyone. We have a lot of things to talk about. So smash that like, grab a beverage. Hopefully you're wearing something comfy, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture, Joleen Lunzer here for another No Offense, All Offense, our weekday, sometimes weekends, live show where we talk about pop culture news, trending topics, our favorite reality shows, things we love to hate, things we hate to love. We take a comedic look, we roast it, we react to it. And remember, I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion. You are welcome to sound off in the live chats or the comment section, and we can agree to disagree on everything we talk about.
That's my opinion!
It's just my opinion. First things first, make sure you smash that like if you haven't already. It helps us in this YouTube algorithm. It tells them, hey, look at these fun people are talking about cool stuff and having some laughs. Join them. So smash that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you to those of you who have already subscribed or have been subscribed for a while now. Welcome new subscribers. And then if you want to support the channel further, you can always send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comment. We can talk about it. You can send a super thanks after the video post. Thank you to those of you who have been sending super thanks on the videos here. Shout out to Amy, No Flippin' Y, and then Gigi. The most recent super thanks that we've received. Thank you so much. And if you want to check out, maybe become a member or join our Patreon, you are welcome to do that as well. Shout out to Niners Girl, who has been a member for 18 months. Happy 18-month anniversary of being a member here on the Lean Team. Hopefully you're enjoying your emojis. Here's Cordelia, your exclusive content, all the good stuff that goes along with being a member here on the YouTube. How is everyone doing this Friday? We have Nana in the chat. Shout out to Nana. I was just talking to her on the phone before I came live here. And hi, Cordelia. Hello, producer Cordelia. Would you like to sit over here maybe? She's like, no, I would like to be right in front of the screen. That's what I would like to do. Oh my goodness, you guys. Friday, got to get down on Friday. We have a lot of things to talk about today, so let's get right into it. All right. First things first, do we have any updates on the Teddi Mellencamp of it all? Okay. This week we took deep dives. We went down dark barn horse-ridden roads of Teddi Mellencamp's alleged affair with her horse trainer, who was married, and she was married to Edwin. They have since filed for divorce. I don't know about the horse trainer and his wife, if they filed for divorce, but more and more details kept coming out about this alleged affair, where Teddi was allegedly hooking up with the man while his wife was pregnant, and also in a whole nother state, possibly hooking up with the man while his wife was giving birth. So not a good look for Teddi. It seems like today the Daily Mail is saying, or yesterday the Daily Mail was saying that Teddi Mellencamp is sidestepping affair questions following this cheating bombshell story. So people want to discuss this alleged affair with the horse trainer. I mean, it's yeah, save a horse, ride a cowboy. It is next level. I mean, it's in a barn. Okay. It's barn love. So people are going to be asking this question. Plus you have a podcast, plus you give commentary on other people's lives. So they're probably going to have a question about this, but it seems that she is sidestepping it. So she, according to the Daily Mail, she vaguely acknowledged that she cheated on estranged husband Edwin during Thursday's episode of her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod. So she's still podcasting. She very vaguely, people are saying, acknowledged it. She said, there's multiple sides to every story. She said in a shaky voice, I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but there's many people involved. What is it, an orgy? Is it an orgy, Teddi? Are we orgying in the barn? She said there's many people involved, And I once again say the same statement I said before. The kids, they're the priority. Were they the priority when you were hooking up in the barn? But there's many people involved. The kids are the priority. And so for the time being, that's all I'm going to discuss on this. Okay. Okay, Teddi. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about Teddi? She's going through it, but it's you did it to yourself, Teddi. You wanted to have an affair with this guy who's a horse trainer. And if you guys now it's been outed who this guy allegedly is, so let's just share the picture. And his wife is allegedly sharing information about the affair, which I don't blame her. Girl, spill it all. And he's German. Okay, so she was getting some ein, zwei, drei German love. This is the guy. Shout out to CC Loves You on the Insties. This is the man that she was cheating on her husband with, who was married himself and wife pregnant. That's the guy. What do we think? What do we think? What are we thinking? Yeah, that's the guy. Will they be together now? Will him and his wife get a divorce? Because allegedly the wife had caught them previously through text, similar to like Rachel Raquel and Scandival. And then the wife didn't tell Edwin and gave the husband another chance because she confronted Teddi and her husband allegedly, and they said, we'll never do it again. Teddi said, I'm an accountability coach. I'll never do it again. And then they did it again. So, nay, right? We need to hear from the horse. I need to hear what the horse has to say. The horse is going to be like, oh, I have been through some stuff. So again, Teddi didn't directly address her alleged affair with the horse trainer on Thursday's episode of her podcast, 2 T's in a Pod with Tamra Judge, but she insinuated there's lots of people involved and they're putting the kids first instead of their genitals. Mellencamp previously emphasized how she's prioritizing their 3 children, daughter Slate, 12, and then there's Dub, 4, and then there's Cruz, who's 10. Let me shut my door real quick. I think my husband's on a call, and I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. Hold on. Enjoy this picture while I enjoy my cat's head. Okay, thank you guys so much. I just closed my door because I was like, I think he's on a meeting. I think he's on a call. So, and then they got Cruz 10. And Teddi says, I mean, we're moving along. She continued, I just didn't want to get that, oh, you're such a hypocrite. You won't even bring it up. I mean, okay, Teddi. Tamra Judge, 57, interrupted Mellencamp and pointed out that there's a time and a place for Mellencamp to discuss things further. But at the moment, things need to be kept private. Well, the place would be your podcast that you have, and the time would probably be now. It's always interesting in these situations where all of a sudden the people are going to take other people's feelings into consideration. Well, he has a family. Yeah, and he had a family when you were banging him. And he knows he had a family when he was banging you. But now we got to get a little privacy. We're thinking about the kids. What did you think about the kids before if this came out? But okay. The genital pull is strong. So again, they need to keep it private. Kids are involved. Mellencamp reminded listeners, you don't want to throw other people under the bus. Like, there's just so much that I am not ready to process or talk about or involve the kids in. I kind of think that this is an indication that she's going to blame other people. Because, again, no one threw your kids into this. You did that. What is with these Bravo celebrities? They always want to blame us, the fans. They always want to blame the public. When I don't want to know that you had an affair, but that's out there. You probably leaked it. No offense, all offense, but you probably leaked it. And now it's like, oh, now you're going to, I hate that. I hate that. They want to like reprimand us. We see this with Lala and stuff or like Jax will do this. You guys, there are kids and families involved. Yeah. And you know that. And you profit off that. That's your job. So don't come and have all this bad behavior and then try to lecture and school us. We're not the ones cheating with our married horse trainer. I'm not saying It can happen for sure. But don't try to come in here and be the moral authority. Like, there are kids involved. Yeah, your kids. That's your responsibility. I don't want anything bad. I feel bad for your kids, but that you have a whole podcast where you talk about people cheating and speculate and all that stuff and talk about housewives and people's lives and their relationships, and they have kids. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I just feel like they always want to scold us when they do bad stuff, and I'm like, no, that's you. Graphics says, use your platform, Freddie not Freddie. Kara says, oh, the morality police. Welcome. Welcome, Tamra. Tamra has people's kids, literally Shannon Bedore's being like, oh, there she is, being cruel to our mom again. Julie XO says, Teddi and Tamra both insufferable airheads. Joseph says, thinking about the kids, my ass. This is Teddi worried about getting her ass kicked by the wife. And also by, public opinion and people on social media. Carissa says, but she wanted to be under him, Joseph says, mistresses use that line all the time when they don't want to face the music. Oh my gosh, wouldn't you guys? Oh, Joseph says, I'll laugh if the wife, so let's say the horseman's wife is on the next season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Andy Cohen would love that juicy stuff. Rachel says she spent her young, chubby, I can't talk. She spent her young, chubby, unaccountable life hearing Teddi's late. Goes on to name her daughter Slate. Rachel. Graphic says, you didn't think about the kids while you were mounting and riding your horse, figuratively and literally. Graphics, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean,
Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, let's normalize people thinking of their kids and not expecting everyone else to think of their kids and put their kids to and protect them when you're not. So you're just embarrassed you got caught. It's not a good look. You're an accountability coach. Are you the first person to cheat? No. Will you be the last? No. But it's like, take ownership. I really hope we don't hear Teddi come out and try to blame other people. Here's why I did it. You did it because you're horny. You did it because you needed attention. You did it because you wanted to do it. That's why you did it. Something about the smell of the barns and the riding of the horses got you all excited in your baby door. And now you'll just have to, just got to own it. There's no better saying. Lisa Rinna, obviously, just the own it. Own it, own it, own it. Yeah, maybe you guys, she had one margarita. And you know what happens. That's if she comes out with, I had one margarita, I'm going to open my legs. I'll be like, okay, that's the only excuse I'm going to let Teddi get away with.
Chuck, I miss you so bad. Thank you. Chuck, I miss you so bad.
If you buy her one margarita, she will spread her legs. Give me one margarita, I'm going to open my legs. Give me two margaritas, I'm going to give you some head. Give me three margaritas, I'm going to put it in my pussy. Give me four margaritas, I'm going to put it in my tooth. Give me five margaritas, I'm going to put it in my
Over.
As one margarita, I'm gonna open my legs. Give me two margaritas. Dawn coming in with some straight facts. Good God, was the guy invading Teddi's baby door when his wife had a baby literally at the door? Yeah, that's what happened. That's definitely what happened. I wouldn't. Sarah says maybe she's trying to get back into Housewives. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Right, Adam? This chat is giving me the laugh I needed to. Every comment I put up is hilarious. Yeah, I think so, Julie. I think so. So Teddi says, leave us alone. We want privacy. There are kids involved, but you had a public affair. Okay, cool. Mellencamp also said that she hopes fans can just understand she needs privacy at this time. What did I say? And cannot divulge too much. We already divulged enough with his bulge. Now we need privacy. We're off banging in barns and now we need privacy. Okay. There's always in every situation going to be somebody who is vocal and someone who is not. And I know in my world of recapping Housewives, I'm pretty vocal. Oh, Teddi, you're just such a hypocrite. But when it comes to the kids and other people's lives that didn't sign up for this, that's on you to think about. You laid the down and did the thing or rode the man. Again, don't put this on us. They didn't sign up for this or did sign up for this. I got to just take a beat. But I'm still here. Oh, thank goodness. We were just wondering. And I'm showing up for work. Girl, it's a podcast. It is a podcast. It is not like you are doing anything that it's like me. I'm like, I'm showing up. Yep, Joleen. Yep. That's showing up. And I'm doing the best I can. Doesn't anybody else ever get tired of people just making themselves the victims of their own crimes? Can you just be like, I effed up, and when I can talk about it, I will. But I feel horrible, and I did it, and I feel like shit, and I shouldn't have done it, and I hurt people. Ugh. But instead, it's like, I'm getting by, girl. Yeah, you were getting by with 2 different dudes, and he was getting by with 2 women. And he was getting by with his wife. His poor wife is in there. I'm more concerned about the wife and how she had to give birth by herself because you 2 were allegedly off banging in a barn in Florida or something. We're not worried about you. Girl, you're worried about you enough for everybody. Oh my God. Thank you, you guys. Please thank me for showing up, for going from my bedroom, which is just a couple doors down, walking in here. I did put a little bit of makeup on, obviously. No eye makeup because my allergies are killing me. But I pulled my hair back in a pony. First, I went to the dog park and Starbucks. Where's my medal? I'm a damn hero. I'm a gosh darn. Yeah, she's doing reverse cowgirl, and now she wants to reverse the blame onto us. And I'm like, huh? What? But thank you. Thank you for giving me props for just showing up. Oh my gosh. So she's doing the best she can. Oh, lady. The former Bravo celebrity dropped the episode after sources told Page 6 that Mellencamp was allegedly having an affair with her horse trainer and close friend's husband. What? Was the wife her close friend? This is the first time I've read it like this. The former Bravo celebrity dropped the episode after sources told Page 6 that Teddi Mellencamp was allegedly having an affair with her horse trainer and close friend's husband, Simon Schroeder. This really is Rachel Raquel. You mean to tell me the pregnant lady, the wife of Simon, was your close friend? That's what Page 6 is saying. This now feels more. My cat is sitting on my keyboard, so it's going crazy. So this is feeling more like, did she do this shit on purpose? You mean to tell me this lady is your close friend? What? I've read stories about this and no one has ever said that. So unless Page 6 is misspeaking here, that's what they said. It's right here. As we can see it, I'll highlight it. The sentence here, the former Bravo celebrity dropped the episode after sources told Page 6 that Mellencamp was allegedly having an affair with her horse trainer and close friend's husband, Simon Schroeder. Oh, good God. The Rachel Raquel syndrome continues. So this sweet lady, Carly, was your friend, Teddi? Your friend's man? Oh no, Teddi. Mellencamp and Schroeder allegedly started seeing each other romantically in May and later traveled to Florida together to attend an equestrian event. And a sextrian event. At the same time, his wife, Carly Postal, was allegedly giving birth to their second child in California. I mean, the wife is in California. The wife was posting nice things on her social media previously about Teddi, so maybe. Carly thought it was suspicious that her husband was in Florida while she was giving birth. Yeah, very suspicious. If your husband's not right next to you, staring at the ring of fire, then that's a big red flag, yeah. Postal later saw alleged inappropriate text messages between Schroeder and Mellencamp and confronted the 2 of them. They confessed. Teddi promised it won't happen again. The Daily Mail's source said and added that Carly didn't tell Edwin when she found out because she was giving Simon another chance. However, Postal eventually changed her mind and told Edwin last month when she learned the alleged affair hadn't stopped, when she learned the accountability coach wasn't being accountable, and even escalated to becoming an emotional affair. So now they're in love. They're in the barn. They're not just humping. Now they're like, I love you. I love you. She filed for divorce from Edwin, Teddi did, so that he did not have the chance to file and get her for adultery, the Daily Mail's source said. Who is this source? I would like to know. It has been alleged that the marriage ended because Edwin cheated on Teddi, but it's actually the other way around, the source is saying. Mellencamp filed for divorce on November 1st and publicly announced the split one day later. She later filed to dissolve their marriage 1 week later and sought to honor their prenuptial agreements. Oh my goodness. If this, I mean, again, everything is alleged for entertainment purposes only. However, everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. But if this is how it went down, and not only as if it wasn't bad enough, she's your friend. She's your friend. Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe Teddi and Rachel, Pamela B is saying, can start up a podcast together. Oh, yes. It'll be called There's Some Hoes in This House. There's Some Hoes in This House. I would actually do a podcast called There's Some Hoes in This House. And, you know, not gender specific, male, female. Everybody can get it. Okay. There's some hoes in this podcast. There's some hoes. That's what Tom Sandoval's podcast should be called too. He should do the whores. The hoes in this podcast. There's some hoes in the podcast. Yes, do what Nana says. My mom's telling you to hit the like. So hit the like. Hit the like. Julie XO says she's got weird taste in men. Yes. Os Flagger says supposedly Teddi's husband hasn't been true blue. Doesn't make any of it right. Just plain wrong. Yeah, they probably did both cheat. I don't even feel bad for Edwin yet because I don't know if he's off the hook, but I feel bad for this Carly woman. And especially because she was giving birth at the time and now she was allegedly friends with Teddi. Sarah Lynch says, poor kids always thought she was a weirdo. If this is true, then it's confirmed. Yes, always listen to Nana. Hey, Josie says, hey, everyone, look, everything Joleen says is true because that is what Joleen said. Yep. Except for the parts that are obviously false. But that's the truth. Oh, Teddi. Oh, Teddi Mellencamp. I feel bad because my dog's name is Teddi, and he is a very sweet, faithful dog, and he doesn't deserve this. His name, the name slander that he doesn't deserve. Okay. You guys want to talk about Kenya Moore? So we all know that Kenya Moore was supposed to be filming this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia was back. Everyone was getting kind of excited. Like, okay, we brought some people back, got rid of some people. Let's see how this goes. And then somewhere, I don't remember if it was the beginning, middle, end, they're like, Kenya's gone. She shared some kind of intimate video or pictures of one of the new cast members at a party, and she's gone. And we don't know if she's ever coming back. And she's not going to be here this season. We're like, what? Well, she went on a daytime talk show. Tamron, is that her name? Is that her name? Tamron. And she gave an exclusive interview. So I thought we could listen to a little bit of it because I heard a clip and I was like, oh, Kenya, no, Kenya. But let's take a listen to, she's opening up for the first time about her RHOA suspension. So right now it's just a suspension. We don't know if she'll be back on the show or not. So let's please put a thumbs up in the chat as soon as you can hear audio. You can hear this interview. Okay, let's take a listen.
But nevertheless, you're a historic figure. The show didn't make you famous. It added to you and your brand.
Definitely.
Longest running on the show.
Yes.
Cast member for the Atlanta series.
Yes.
There are some things we need to clear up, or you need to clear up. You were not fired, or were you fired?
I was never fired. Fired. So there were a lot of headlines that spread across the world. Kenya was fired. She was fired. She was let go. All of those things, and they were not true.
What is true?
What is true is that, where do you want me to start?
Well, are you a part of the show?
I am still under contract, and I am still an employee of the network.
So
and
you
the
still
show.
receive checks from the show?
I still do.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Put on pause.
Period. Yeah.
Kenya's still getting paid. She said it's just a suspension. All right.
So I'm going to tell you, because we're going to be honest.
Yeah, you have to be
I
honest.
called you.
Yes.
I called you and I said, what is going on?
Yes.
I'm not going to pretend that this is someone that I am not friendly with. But I don't know. I'm not playing dumb right now. You
Right.
know that. I called to check on you. I didn't call to get the scoop.
Yes.
So you're still being paid by Bravo. You've not been fired from the show. I felt that this was a ploy for ratings. I have felt from the beginning, and I have not told you this because it doesn't make sense. I think if this is a case of revenge porn and there's an investigation, and I hope that there was, why are you still being paid?
So here's the thing. That's another lie. I was never under suspicion for revenge porn. I never, ever from the network, their mouths exactly, you were never under investigation for revenge porn. That is something someone put on their Instagram along with law to point a finger at me for something that was completely a false narrative.
So why aren't you on the show?
I'm not on the show because we started filming, and this is a pivotal season for Real Housewives, and they had a lot of new girls. And as you said before, I was one of the few that survived. And we were really excited to get the season started. And some of the new girls, you know, as in the past, they come on and they're trying to make a name for themselves, especially when they're not really showing up.
But that's a part of the franchise.
That's a
right?
part of
no
the
one wants to
franchise.
see a boring Housewives episode.
Exactly.
And so
Well, I mean, that's what Kenya did, you know, and she's Gone with the Wind fabulous. And you definitely came on making a name for yourself, going after, what's his nuts, Phaedra's husband, Apollo, that situation, donkey booty versus stallion booty. Yeah, that's what you do.
some of the things that come on, you know, people are keeping it spicy for a reason.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you go too far, and that's what happened, we were having a filming and things took like a really dark turn. And toward me, there was a young lady who was new and she just was poking the bear. And everybody knows, you know, the saying that I made up, don't come for me unless I send for you.
Right.
And that means.
I forget. Kenya made that up. Was that the first we'd ever heard? Don't come for me unless I send for you?
Simply, I mind my business. And I don't.
Kenya says, I mind my business. What?
Start anything, I respond. So during this taping, the young lady escalated it to the point of tearing off mics, screaming all kind of obscenities at me and threatening me. I felt threatened.
So let me pause here because I have to be fair to this person, Brittany Edie. She has nothing on her Instagram about this. I've never met her.
It's been deleted.
There's nothing on her Instagram about this.
Yes.
We reached out. She did not respond to her. And I actually don't want to litigate her actions because I do believe people don't get to respond to pick how you respond.
They do not get to choose how you respond.
But you have to be accountable for how you respond.
100%.
So whatever, which I have no tape of, I don't know what happened. You've explained to the audience that there was some escalation and some things that went on there. But going to your reaction to it. So you're alleging this thing happened between you, the two of us. You think her behavior or alleged behavior was because she wanted to make a name for herself on the show. Okay, I don't know any of that.
Right.
Take me to the salon because I'm all proud because you have a new salon. You're opening this new
Kenya Moore hair care. It's kind of a bummer that we're not going to see the salon opening for Kenya Moore
business.
Hair care.
And no one is talking about you opening their business. They are reports that you had.
It overshadowed it.
You overshadowed it.
Yes.
This is what happened. They were saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes. Okay, let me
Whoa. Pictures of her. So now we're getting into the juicy. And this, oh goodness, this ad. All right, stop. Okay.
From that night where all of this
is what happened. They were saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So from that night where all of this stuff happened and there were threats in my direction, and I felt very concerned. I told the producers, I'm concerned, I'm scared. And I kind of feel like they said, oh, we'll take care of it. And it didn't feel like it was taken care of. They actually made me feel like I was being like a Black Karen. Like, here Kenya goes again. Nothing really happened. They were joking or something. I don't take threats or the way that I felt, you can't invalidate my feelings. And it was a real concern for me. I'm a single mom with a beautiful child that if anything happened to me, no one would be there for her.
So you felt threatened by some actions that happened?
Yes. And she repeatedly said, or it was said that you don't know who I am. So I didn't feel like I was being protected, and I took matters into my own hands. I did my research on her. I found a lot of information, especially in the explicit world. With a few clicks, with people helping me, I didn't get things sent to me, photos or videos that I did see, allegedly that were her. And I said, okay, if no one else is going to step up for me and protect me, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to tell everyone what I found out about her. It's a receipt. And before I joined Housewives of any franchise, 5 years in, we made up the term receipts, right? Yeah. If you find dirt on.
So she's doing what Heather Dubrow talked about, or what people are saying Heather Dubrow did, the Real Housewives of Orange County, is she's doing her research on the housewives. And she's saying that's just what that's part of the game. You research them. And we've seen that on every franchise that people have done this.
If somebody is messing with you, you come back with what? A receipt. I found a valid receipt found on the internet.
So you knew that Bravo was recording.
But what is the receipt? That she has an OnlyFans? That she might be involved in some explicit? Who cares?
Yes, it was during a taping. Everyone signed waivers. It was during a taping. I didn't stand out on the corner, posting anything. It was during a taping. And we know, even with nudity that has happened on the show, they blur things out. So at the end of the day, I knew that they would likely blur it out because whatever it was that I found, they didn't like the receipt. It was explicit. And they didn't like, I found a lot, but I only showed one.
Okay, so at the salon, you have these images up that you say you found on your own.
I pulled.
But what were these receipts supposed to prove? So it was just like, oh, she's naked. She does explicit things online. But what was that supposed to prove as to her being threatening and threatening you? I'm still confused. Are you guys confused too? As like a mother, because I feel like she's bringing a lot. She's throwing a lot at us and saying, and I wanted Kenya to be on this season. Like, I'm not an anti-Kenya person by any stretch of the imagination. I understand what Kenya brings to the show, but I also understand how she can get herself in trouble. But what did the receipts of her like naked or so? Why would that threaten you? Because it almost feels like she was meaning like this, like this person is saying, you don't know who I am, almost in like I'm going to attack you way. Not in I'm going to get naked and do an explicit video on my OnlyFans or something.
Pulled them out at some point.
So they were up at some point. You pulled them out.
That was one part of it. Yes,
but they're up.
Yes.
Okay. And so you assume that they would be blurred out when this aired.
Of course they would. They can't show
because
nudity.
They can't show this.
Yes.
Were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person was trying to make a name for themselves allegedly. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to have a Kenya moment doing this and it backfired?
I don't think that it's a Kenya moment. I live my truth. But
you're the shade assassin.
I'm the shade assassin, but my moment is my life. Right. You know what I mean? So I don't need to create a moment. Right. There's a difference.
Which surprised me because I mean, I know, again, we have a lot of people and friends in common and I know how TV works. Mm-hmm. I know how to produce this show. Yes. I was surprised by the level of like aggression in this because that didn't seem like you.
Listen, in hindsight is always 50-50. If I could do it all over.
Hindsight is not 50-50. I think it's 20-20. If it's 50-50, you have to check with that doctor. But hindsight is always 50-50.
Again, I believe the photos were very distasteful, and I elevated the situation. I've elevated situations before, so and I've taken full accountability for the things that I've done. I am sorry for what I've done. I didn't have to take it that far. But when I felt threatened, I've never had a child and be in a situation like this before. So that's why I escalated it to the point where I was protecting not only myself, but my child.
Okay, so N-Dub said that the rumor was that the other girl threatened with a pow-pow. And so she gets back at her at an event that's being filmed by Housewives by showing explicit photos of her. I don't get how that is going to, how those two things exist in the same world.
We reached out to Bravo and 50-50. They said we take all allegations of violations of our policies seriously, reviewed the matter and took appropriate action. But to Kenya's point, you are still employed. Yes. There's no silencing you and you are moving forward.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because it's not a logical response to being threatened with violence. this is like, and it does seem a little bit, I know someone put in the chat, is this Bravo's way of kind of driving up the ratings for Atlanta? And then maybe purposely having it this cryptic. Let me remind myself what they're saying exactly. Kenya originally did. All right, let's see. So it was a sex poster scandal that led to RHOA suspension. So she admits to the sex poster. So she put up oh my goodness. This is just, let's see what Deadline is saying. Let's see if we can get any more information from Deadline. And feel free, please sound off in the live chat, because I'm confused how her feeling threatened by this woman and then her putting up naked photos of her was gonna help or get back at the situation. Mims, I wish you were here, Mims, to help me with this. Mims says, I love Kenya, but full accountability is not in her vocabulary. No. Showing Brit with, it was with did she draw it? It was a real D, with a D in her mouth from her cam girl days, has nothing to do with Brooklyn. That's what I don't get. How are these two things? So if this Brittany comes into the show and is kind of coming for you, and you feel threatened, I'm assuming it seemed like she said she felt threatened, physically. She has a kid. She has to protect her kid. How is, showing her with a D in her mouth from her cam girl days? That has nothing to do with it. Oh my goodness. That's Kenya. So it's like listening to that little portion of the interview that she gave. It doesn't necessarily seem like she's taking accountability. It seems like she's like, I had no other choice. I have to protect my daughter with a dick pic of another lady. Huh? It's odd. If she felt it's odd. Yes, Sarah says she blew up photos and put them on a large poster boards, which is odd to do if you did feel threatened by this chick and you thought she was going to hurt you. The last thing you'd want to do is put up something like this. Kelly Kells is like, why is she calling the nudes receipts? Right? What are they receipts of? That she made money in the adult or she made money in the sex industry? Who cares? Like, everybody has OnlyFans now. I don't. I want a footy fans or whatever those are called, where you just do stuff with your feet. Oh, that's the dream, But thank you, Shawnee, for the first super chat of the live. Shawnee says, hey, girl. Hey, Shawnee, I just don't get this. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Kylie says, I love Kenya and want her on the show, but this is just straight up play. It's this victim thing. It's just something that you created, and you're like, and it sucks for us fans, and maybe not for everybody, because some people might be happy Kenya's not coming back. But I was excited, with like Portia returning and seeing what would happen with Atlanta. But now Kenya threw it all away. And this does feel like something that Kenya would just do to kind of get back at someone. So I don't think she had to feel threatened physically to do this. So Deadline is saying, she opened up about this. The reality TV personality and entrepreneur who was one of two RHOA stars to survive the cast shakeup for season 16. However, her time on the show was short-lived after she hosted an event where she exposed sexually explicit images of her new co-star, Brittany Edie. In an interview on the Tamron Hall show, Moore revealed what led to her decision to leak those photos. So she felt threatened and afraid for her daughter. She's a mother, so she's like, I have to show a picture of you with a D in your mouth. I have to protect my daughter. That's a new one. That's a new one. Moore told Hall that when new cast members, we know that the former Miss USA reminded everyone that her catchphrase is "Don't come for me unless I send." And I think that she could have just said that, right? She could have just said, hey, that don't come for me unless I send for you, but I went too far. I probably shouldn't have put up pornographic images of her at a event. Yeah, maybe that was too much and not been like, I have to protect my daughter. So things really took a dark turn, she was saying. We heard her say there was a young lady that was new and she was just poking the bear. Moore said during the taping of the show, the young lady escalated to the point of tearing off mics, screaming all kinds of obscenities at me and threatening me. So if this is before or after that, if it's before, how is it going to help the situation if you show pictures of her doing fellatio? Yeah, just say you were pissed and I came for her and I came for her in a way I shouldn't have. I went too far. Just say that. It's the craziest excuse ever. Following the incident, Moore said, there were threats in my direction and I felt very concerned. She told producers that she was scared and they told her they would take care of it. However, Moore didn't feel like the show producers were taking care of the situation. It would have actually been funnier maybe for her to just show up with a bunch of bodyguards. Didn't that happen? Didn't Giselle do that on Potomac? She didn't show up at Monique's. She'd show up with Karen's, with bodyguards or a bodyguard. Maybe just get a bunch of bodyguards. That would have been more entertaining. But Kenya does say that her saying this to the producers, they made her feel like she was being a black Karen. So she says, I don't take the threats or the way I felt. You can't invalidate my feelings. So I'm going to show you with a dick in your mouth. Interesting. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. This is one of the more interesting and inventive and creative excuses, but again, just an excuse. Jeannie says, remember her on The Apprentice? She stole someone's phone. Whose phone did she steal? I kind of remember. I mean, I remember her on The Apprentice, but I don't remember that. Kenya, DGF says, Kenya overreacted in the same way she did when Portia mistakenly said Miss America instead of Miss USA. Tamron started the interview with the wrong title too. Kylie says, now Kenya, why was she screaming obscenities at you? We're missing context. Definitely missing context here. Yes, just a shot from OnlyFans, only fellatio. NBD. Oh, she stole Vivica A. Fox. She stole her phone. I think I remember that now. Sarah says, I do believe her when she says production didn't do anything. They like, yes, totally. I can see that happening. Her going to production, they're being like, it's okay. Or thinking she's blown out of proportion, and they do like drama for sure. Pamela says, if I'm scared of someone, I'm certainly not going to share explicit pics. I mean, that's what I do. The first thing someone threatens me, I'm like, sir, is this your dick? It's on the internet. Now leave me alone. Mim says Vivica Fox, and that's what got her the nickname Toxic Trick. Oh, Tamron, not Tamron. I'm sorry. I don't watch the ladies show. I don't watch any daytime shows, but thank you for correcting me. Tamron. Not Tamron. I'm thinking of Cameron. So what? We go get it on tonight. I smoke. I drink. Me too. Let's go. Okay, sorry. I don't know why. Tamron Hall. Is that the lady's name? Yeah, Tamron. Okay. Tamyon. Oh, Kara says Tamyon. Yawnin. Vivica. I wouldn't mess with her too. Jalissa says, if it's OnlyFans, what's the problem with it? It would be different if it was someone's private pics. I don't know. I'm just saying OnlyFans, Jalissa. I don't know if it was OnlyFans. It could have just been, Mims was saying when she was a cam girl back in the day. So maybe it was like predated OnlyFans. But I would say there is an issue only because if it's behind a paywall and you share my shit, I'm going to be mad. You know, like if I put something, let's say I put something on members only, and then someone takes that and people pay money to see that, and then they take it and show it to everyone. I'm just going to be mad because that's my content. But I don't know if it was OnlyFans. Christina says, on the Teddi, I just saw the title of Up and Adam's latest post. Teddy's husband accused of cheating with her best friend, Missy, for a year. What? I'm deceased. What? Okay, Mims. We're going to have Mims join because he's going to have to school me for a second. Dropping the link for Mimsy. All right, Mims, I dropped the link. Pop up. We want to hear from your cute self on this. Drop a link to the pics. Cam girl via flip phone circa 2012. Edwin cheated with her best friend Missy. How many best friends does this chick got? I thought Kyle was her best friend. Tamron was her best friend. So now they're saying Edwin. So you said Up and Adam has a video coming up. I'm gonna have to check that out. Up and Adam, where he's saying Missy that Edwin has been cheating for a year with Teddy's best friend. Oh my goodness. All right, Mims, let me know if you see the link. Okay. There's my friend. We don't get to see your face? All right, I'm going to bring him up. Hello, friend.
Hey.
Hey, we don't get to see your pretty face?
I'm stuffing it.
Oh, how fun. How are you?
I'm good.
What do you
I'm
think?
good now that I got my salad from Chick-fil-A. I mean, from Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I love Cheesecake Factory. But
I had
yeah.
a members only, and they were trying to stop me from eating.
Oh yeah, people don't really like eating on the on live. So what tell me all your thoughts.
I love Kenya. She's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Kenya is extremely crafty. And because she's so articulate, she can typically talk her way out of stuff. But I do feel like Kenya upped the ante on Housewives in a way that before they might have tugged on each other's hair or maybe cursed each other out. Before Kenya, the craziest stuff to happen was Sheree talking about Nene's son stealing from Walmart.
Oh, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yep.
I love Kenya, and I'm probably part of the problem because I thought it was funny. But when Kenya decided to pull Apollo to the side and flirt with him when after Phaedra had said, "Don't talk to my husband," I feel like that really upped the ante.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it because it was as far as for housewife shows. I'm trying to think of another franchise or another season, even of Roa, where we had a single woman coming in and as a housewife and going after one of the husbands.
Never saw it before.
Never. Well, we know Kenya. I mean, she's
I don't think
definitely
that she
done
wanted
that.
Apollo. I think she was playing into this I'm a vixen kind of role and saying that the man was fine, then
Mm-hmm.
asking all of the paired couples, well, if you could get a pass, who would you sleep with? All of those things played into it. She knew what she's doing. She's very smart. She's very pretty.
Yep. I mean,
Um,
she's Miss America USA.
and like
Whatever it's
Tamron
called.
said, you wanted a Kenya moment. Well, those Kenya moments also led up to up in the ante for the whole cast. So by the time that Phaedra said that what's her name had R worded her, that was just another storyline because the storylines got darker and darker.
Yeah, and that season with Phaedra and Candy and the stuff with alleging that Candy art no that got really dark.
It just kept upping it. And I never understood until I was talking with Rodney today what Nene was saying. She was like, Kenya took it to the next level
Mm-hmm.
each year. It was something different. Like they were arguing about not getting into a party initially. Now
Do
you're.
you
Hmm?
Yeah, do you think it has a lot to do with too? Because I know that Kenya was like Carlos King, one of his favorites. So when he's not involved in the show anymore, maybe now, the tides have shifted for production regarding what Kenya can get away with.
Oh, they don't like her at all. Andy doesn't like Kenya. Andy came on loving Kenya and loving her antics. Like we all did. I still love
Mm-hmm.
Kenya. I still think she's my favorite housewife. I love her to death. But I can still call a spade a spade. Those
Yep.
people didn't want to. They didn't want to deal with her shit.
No. And okay, so what's the deal? Is this Britney woman, do you know, was it like her OnlyFans material or what screen was it, a video? Was it a picture? Like what was it from?
So I talked to somebody who was there,
Oh, we're getting the inside scoop.
and it
Hit the
really
like for
was.
Mims.
The party was kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Her grand opening, and she was doing this whole long speech about how it was something to pass down to her daughter, and she was crying, and everybody was getting kind of bored because it really was like a soft opening.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these picture boards come out of nowhere, and they have been covered. And so the person that I know was standing behind, and all of a sudden, that person just heard, "Oh!" And that's when you hear Portia say, "Is that a dick?" And it was. So then Kenya flips to the next board, and the person sees what everybody else in the audience has been seeing. And it was Brittany with a dick in her mouth. From her, she used to be a cam model. She used to be Rick Ross's girlfriend. She used to. You could Snapchat her. I mean, she would Snapchat you her private parts allegedly for a couple $100s. So like rappers would send her a couple $100, and she would allegedly Snapchat her parts.
Oh, damn.
So when Kenya was mad, allegedly the woman said, "You don't know about me," and Kenya was like, "Well, I'm about to find out." I don't know that Kenya just went online and found those photos. From what I'm hearing, people helped expose Britney to Kenya.
Oh, is she trying to protect people? Is that why in the interview she was like, no one sent it to me. I found these myself. I did my research.
Right.
Huh. Okay. So, all right. So these are from like a while ago then,
Cam model before OnlyFans.
before OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and do you think, so she says she's just suspended. Do you think they're going to bring her back? Or is this a deal breaker with Bravo?
I feel like maybe this was a trial run because she's also going to be on Watch What Happens Live.
When?
I think upcoming. Maybe this Sunday.
Now, people in the chat are asking, if she dated Rick Ross, was she ever Diddy's girlfriend? Is she involved at all in the
I don't think she
parties?
could get. I don't think she could get Diddy because she didn't look like she looks now.
Okay. And where does she come from? Like, what's her background
Wherever
in the
rappers' girlfriends
in the business?
I don't know. She says that she moved to insurance. Who
Oh, like Vicky
knows?
Gunvalson, like Vicky.
Vicky has an actual office. Who knows?
Yes, Kara says Mims always has the pipe and hot tea. Mims, no, the thing with Mims is that's why Mims has so many subscribers, because he's super talented, he's smart, but he also has the contacts. He's like journalistically like digging into this stuff. That's why I just call him. I'm like, what is this? What's going on here? Explain this to me, because I don't know.
N-Dub had it right. The streets. That's where she came from.
She came from the streets.
She doesn't look like she looks now. She's had really good work.
I gotta look I gotta look her up. I've never even seen her. So her name is
She's very
Brittany
pretty.
Edrie.
It's
Edie.
Britt, Birt,
Mhm.
then Edie, Eady.
Edie. Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
She
Yeah, it
didn't look
says
like
she's
that
an
when she was dating
insurance
Rick
agent.
Ross.
She didn't? Okay.
No. You could look her up in Rick Ross.
All right. Oh yeah, okay. Let me look her up in Rick Ross. Oh my gosh. So are you gonna watch this upcoming season of Roa?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, there she is.
Are you looking at her face?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up. I want to pull up some pictures. So, okay, there's her, and I want to get a good one. Is this a good? Well, it's all right, I guess. This is an all right picture. Let's visit this. Let me share the screen so you guys can see Brittany Edie, because I'll be honest, I had no idea who she was when this story first
She's
came
pretty, but by
out.
the time she got to Housewives, she had everything was done.
Okay. So let me share this one.
You know the Players
With DJ
Club?
Khaled. Yeah.
You got to use what you got to get what you want.
Oh. That's what I think about my
She kind
sense
of
of
looks like
humor.
Marlo.
She does kind of look like Marlo there. I saw a couple pictures where she kind of looked like what's her face from Potomac? Who's blonde now?
Mia?
And left. Yeah, she kind of looked like Mia in a couple pictures.
So are you saying that all the sex workers kind of resemble?
No, I'm not gonna put all the sex workers in the same boat. There's DJ Khaled. Yeah, I mean, very beautiful. But does she have? Okay, so she's an insurance, but other than that, we don't know if she has like her own.
We don't even
business.
technically know if she's in insurance. We know that whenever you come on Housewives, you fake it till you make it.
Let me add you back to the stage. What is going on with my? Where did Mimsy go? There he is. There he is. What
We
does
don't
she
know
look
what
like?
she does because in Housewives, the rule number one is fake it till you make it.
Yep. Here, I'll show you guys her Instagram now. We can take a little look. Fake it till you make it with the insurance. She might work for Vicki Gunvalson, and we might find out. So here she is, insurance agent, digital creator, RHOA season 16, insurance expert. She's an expert. She's not just an insurance person. She's an expert, Mims.
I think Kenya had also pointed out on those poster boards that she doesn't even have her insurance license.
What? Now that is a way to expose her. Not the dick in the mouth, just maybe exposing her business if she comes for her, you know?
Apparently, she tries to sell courses but did not have a license or something.
Sell horses?
Courses.
Oh, courses. I thought you said horses. I was like, leave the horses alone. They've seen enough with Teddi Mellencamp. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, she does look different. She does look different looking now on her.
She had everything done, and it was good work.
And she was like, let's get on the house. Oh, yeah. She looks really different.
You know what else looks different? Bazuma.
Who? Who's that?
Bazuma's going to be on Beverly Hills.
Mm.
She's the very pretty African lady.
I thought she was like a model. What was she?
She had really good work.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I haven't learned any because there's 2 new women on Beverly Hills, and one is the actress, Jennifer Tilly.
I love Jennifer Tilly, and I've heard Bazuma talk before. She's the real deal. She is very, very smart. She is a boss, but she did have some work done before she came on the show.
Oh, I mean, you do. Like now you do have to get, I feel like a lot of the women feel like they have to get housewives ready.
Definitely.
With their looks. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
You can't show up with no filler, no lip.
I feel like if you look at the early seasons, what we liked about it was just like these quirky, eccentric rich women. Now these women kind of have the blueprint, and that annoys me. Like they bring their representative. New York, they all bring their representative.
I have not even watched the new seasons of New York. I think I've watched a couple episodes the first season, but I just never got into it. It just doesn't, I don't know.
You can't be contrived and be the reboot of a show that was basically Sex in the City for women 50 to 65. Yeah. Those women and their sexual appetites and proclivities were unmatched because they didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
And that's what made the show great.
Mm-hmm. Let me just look at the transformation of some of the housewives, like Kim, well, not anymore, but Kim Zolciak-Biermann with, I mean, those dollar store wigs she had on with the cigarettes, and she looked like 50 when she was allegedly 27, and now she's full on, you know. Oh yeah, her and Nene, I mean, the first couple seasons, iconic, but Nene looks totally different. Portia looks different. Vicki Gunvalson looks different. Tamra
Nene
Judge
looks
is
younger than Kim now.
She does. Kim, yeah, Kim struggle. Do you have any? Do you follow what's going on? Her and Croy, or are they still in the house? Do you follow any of that? I know you used to cover it.
I did hear recently that they did have like another, like you have to sell it or you're gonna be foreclosed on. They want too much money for that house. Oh my God. Kim really broke my channel, to be honest with you.
Oh, covering the stories about Kim?
My first video that reached 100K was Kim Zolciak.
Really?
Because at that point, nobody was actually going to get court documents, or at least not in this sector, I should say. Nobody was really going to get court documents like that. Outside of maybe, who's my favorite lady? She's like attorney.
Emily D. Baker?
Love her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily D. Baker, but I don't even think she was necessarily reading I don't know what she was doing, to be honest with you. But nobody from my sector, really, outside of Emily, was really doing that. And Kim broke that foreclosure really broke my channel.
You better give her a little bit of money. She needs it. You better.
I could empty out my bank account and it still would not be enough of a tip for Kim.
For real, because allegedly she likes the gambling. She's a gambling lady. Allegedly. I mean, it's a good time. Have you been following this Teddi Mellencamp stuff and the cheating?
I'm surprised that nobody is picking up on the fact that news of Edwin cheating is getting out now. That is thinly veiled. Teddi is definitely on a campaign to make herself look better, but why is nobody calling her out for it? That news of him cheating doesn't just happen to come out. He cheated 8 years ago. And now that her cheating surfaces, now anonymous people are sending multiple tips about him. Nobody cares about her like that.
No, she's definitely leaking this stuff because no one would, I don't even think, talk about this. Because when I first heard, oh, Teddy's getting divorced, I go, I don't care. I didn't want to talk about it. And then the stories kept coming on. I'm like, oh, geez, what? Who cares? They're getting a divorce. And then it was, oh, Kyle Richards inspired me. Okay, cool. Kyle Richards is recruiting people. Awesome. And then it was like, there's a horse trainer.
Is she going to be eating women now?
Yeah. Like, what are they doing? You know, I would be all for if they're going to like start some kind of like, you know, lesbian coalition to like take over the world. Awesome. Great. Interested. But then it was like, there's a German trainer and there were horses and there's a barn and everybody in the barn knew. Like that was a quote from one of the articles. And then he had a wife and she was pregnant and they were having the affair while she was giving birth. And I'm like, okay, now I want to know. Now they're saying that this woman, well, that's what Daily Mail is saying. I don't know, that this woman was one of Teddy's good friends. But then someone just put in the chat that Up and Adam has a video where it's saying that now Edwin had been cheating for a year with her best friend, Missy.
Yeah. What's her name? Probably got on the phone with Up and Adam and said, you want a story?
Let's see if I can find what Up and Adam's title for this was.
What do I think about Teddi? I feel like Teddi is desperate. And I really and truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, hope that the person who exposed Teddi for this was one of her 600-calorie accountability.
Her eating air.
I really hope that it was one of those people who she was accountability, whatever, the made up.
Well, probably they're like starving, they're crabby, they're getting hangry. They're like, that's it, bitch. I'm telling all your secrets. You don't let me eat. The world will know you're a hoe. So yeah, Adam just posted a video. Teddi's husband, Edwin, also accused of cheating with her best friend, Missy, for a year. What? These two are messy. I bet you they're in some kind of swinger shit.
The fact that there was like a posed photo of Edwin hugging Teddi outside while the paparazzi are there.
With Louis Vuitton luggage.
Maybe they're trying to get her back on the show.
Maybe. Are you watching Salt Lake City?
A little bit. Okay,
so I definitely think that Todd Bronwyn, the newest one, the richest one, it seems, that her old husband is pulling a Kelsey Grammer and he is trying to send her off to the housewives pasture. Like, really? This man, it seems like, because I was going to do a video about this. There's like the Kelsey Grammer effect. We've seen it so many times with housewife husbands who leave. They put their wife on the show. Like they go, yeah, my husband's really supportive of me going on the show. And then they're gone. They got another chick, another family. They want a whole new life. And it feels like this Todd is doing that because it seems like they can't stand each other.
I always think it's very interesting, Joleen, when you have somebody who did not come from money, like Bronwyn, like Erica Jane. You meet this rich older man who brings you into the house, and then you jump into that lifestyle really quick. Camille Grammer. And now you have a accent, Dorit, that is made up as, like, it's always so interesting to me. When I looked at Bronwyn's house, I'm like, and you're spending how much of this money to make this house look like a carnival? Does he really is that really his taste? Or are you now just so accustomed to these very eclectic, rich things that you've made it y'all's taste when actually it looks like a clown show?
That's why when she went to Mary Cosby's house, she said, oh, I love your style. I'm like, nobody loves Mary Cosby's home decor style. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can see you. Nobody likes that, but she liked it because they're very similar in that way. Look at you.
That was just to let you know I'm a real person, not AI.
Yeah, but this isn't fake memes. This is real. This is real. Make it make sense. You gotta say hi to Nana in the chat. She misses you.
Oh,
Nana.
hey, Nana.
She
Nana,
loves you.
gamble for me because I have to quit.
Nana, I think she just went to the casino Monday and she got a free crock pot or something. In Minnesota, you get a crock pot when you go to the casino. She goes, I go, how'd you do? She goes, I got a crock pot. I'm like, okay. Good deal.
That means she lost a lot.
That-
And they value your business.
They're like, go home and cook something. Okay. You're gonna need some comfort food for how much you lost. But yeah, her house, Bronwyn's house, it's a mess. I mean, she had Heather Gay over and there was like doo-doo everywhere and it was a mess.
I also don't understand. You present, oh, I'm so rich, I'm so happy, I'm so this or I'm so that. But he talks to her like Tom Girardi talked to Erica.
Yes, exactly. And but I feel like that's going to be the dynamic when you have such this discrepancy with age and also your economics. So you're going to look to him like a daddy, like grandpa, like you have to answer to him. And that's, you know what I mean? Like it's just off because he essentially bought you. And I feel like that's how Tom felt about Erica. That's how these guys who have money, who then go and marry someone younger, a lot younger and beautiful, and they feel as though this is transactional. You do what I say, you get the money, but these relationships tend to not last forever because part of the deal is he's always going to have money and keep you rich, and you're always going to stay young and beautiful. And usually those two things can't both be kept up.
Right, you're going to age.
Yep. Or you're going to go broke, or you're going to go broke trying to keep the wife or the lifestyle and do shit like Busy Blue is in the chat. I'm dropping the link, see if Busy wants to come out. Let's just have a damn free-for-all with my faves. You're our fave, Busy. I know Busy has an opinion on Kenya. Mims, what do you think Busy's opinion on Kenya is?
I can never pinpoint Busy's opinion on anything.
Right? Because it's always going to be something different. So Busy, I dropped the link if you want to click it. Come and tell. We were just talking about Kenya, Salt Lake City. Busy and I are covering that on our other channel, and we're a little behind. We're a little behind on it.
I want to point this out in terms of like what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be able to keep it up.
Yeah.
Kelsey left Camille Grammer, and Camille Grammer is arguably one of the prettier housewives.
Yep.
And was, a Yo MTV girl, all that kind of stuff. He left her for a homely looking woman. But he also created her. She was a Yo MTV girl who he put through courses to make her a lady and the perfect person for the red carpet. Then when she lived up to that and was pretentious and everything else, what was the word she used? Precocious or something?
Oh, yeah. It was pernicious.
Pernicious. When she, we don't know that she made it through the 8th grade, but we do know that Kelsey wanted her to be a certain type. And then once he got that, he went the polar opposite. You created her to be this, and then you didn't want her once she was the embodiment of that. It's so crazy how rich people think.
Right? It's like almost like a power thing where maybe she became a little more on his level. Obviously, after all those years of marriage, she also aged. So he did get with someone younger and they immediately had children together. So it was again someone that maybe these men feel as though they can kind of mold these women, So yeah, but definitely like Camille is gorgeous. But that was like, it was like dropping the way Kelsey came onto that season with Camille, it was like dropping your kid off at camp and then never picking them up. See you never. And you can just tell these relationships. And I see this with Todd and Bronwyn. They had their 10-year, I don't know if you watched the latest episode, but they're in Palm Springs celebrating their 10-year anniversary. And their dynamic is them just making jokes, but like uncomfortable, cringy jokes about how she just loves me for my black card. And he seems like he shuts down when she talks. He wants to shut her down. He's reprimanding her. It's just a mess.
But what people don't understand, and now that I'm like, I don't know, I've met a lot more people. They could hate each other in public, but she might be pegging him the same way Camille was pegging Kelsey.
Not pegging.
No, she admitted that.
What's with all the pegging?
I mean, Camille admitted it. I didn't make that up.
No, I know. No, she made quite a few comments about Kelsey and what he likes in the bedroom.
So, I mean, you would be surprised how much they could hate each other, but if you have a fire baby door or
you got that fire baby door.
you have the fire baby door or you're packing, a lot of that stuff goes out the door. Or you have a black card. These people don't care.
Yeah.
If you watch the Menendez, did you watch?
I did. Of course I did.
There are a lot more Melendez moms than you think, including in the housewife franchises. They know about all the bodies. They don't care as long as they can pay somebody to move their outdoor lake 2 inches.
Yep, just like the Menendez mom. Ugh, that was messed up. Nana says everybody shuts down when she talks. Well, Nana is a Kelsey Grammer apologist. She loves Frasier, and so she's gonna have some Camille slander in the chat. Because I always say, "Oh, I can't stand him," and Nana's like, "He's great, he's fantastic." But I do think this season of Salt Lake City is pretty good as far as housewives go. But the bar's kind of low now.
I heard Heather is bottoming out.
She is. She really is. And it's been happening since Jen Shaw. It's like she's got to pick a lane. You can't simp for Jen Shaw for so long and just be so cryptic about that black eye and all these things. And then now she wants to kind of assert her dominance over the new housewife. Once Heather really backed Jen Shaw, I think that was just people lost their faith because the appeal of Heather, Mims, I think you'll agree, is a lot of women in the beginning. It was like she was a housewife, but she was kind of relatable and she was funny and likable, and you were
business owner.
Yeah, business owner, like a bad bitch, like trying to get her life back and get, she's divorced, grew up in the Mormon church. Like we were like, oh yeah, Heather's funny, all these things, and then she took a turn, like wanting to be liked by the popular girls. It seemed like.
Joleen, I'm so disappointed in you right now.
Why?
I'm so disappointed in you right now.
Tell me why.
You literally just missed the opportunity to do a 80s, early 90s reference and you didn't. Heather is turning into one of the Heathers.
One of the Heathers, she really is.
How did you not see?
She would be the weakest one though. Like the one that probably dies first. Yeah, Shannon Doherty's character.
See, this is literally an episode. Me and Joleen talk about Clueless.
We speak in these references and these pop culture references.
She definitely is that, and she's not the queen bee.
She's
not. She should have been the queen bee after Jen left, but she's not. She, it's like having Kyle Richards be the queen bee of a franchise.
No. Mm-mm. Oh, Busy's here.
Black by popular demand. Did somebody call for an icon? Hey guys.
Hi.
What's up?
I got a new job at the Postal Service.
Oh my God, clean your bed.
We're getting Christmas gifts and Kwanzaa gifts that started to come in, so I want to make sure that we're packaging them, and we're packing stuff out for people who are part of my membership. I'm so excited to be here. I heard y'all was talking about it, Heather. I am so happy that nasty, fugly slut is not on this TV show anymore.
Who?
Heather.
Heather?
I mean, she's there, but she wasn't on these last couple of episodes. And I'm really excited. First of all, if you're not watching Salt Lake City, you voted for Trump. Because there's no reason why you shouldn't be not watching it. Love the show. Love this season. Bronwyn is one of the faves. So we were ranking yesterday, me and my partner, who our faves are.
Joleen.
Mm-hmm.
So our ranking
partner.
No. Teddi Bay, because he loves to watch
His lover.
He loves to watch Real Housewives with me. He loves it. But from top to bottom, and I don't know if they are tops or bottoms. If we're talking about tops and bottom, Sean is my favorite bottom. But
his boobies have been.
I could watch him all day. I
Who's
really could
Sean?
watch him all day.
That's Angie K's husband. You know, the
Oh, the
Greek
gay
lady.
one.
Yeah, the one that they said was gay. Mhm.
I could watch him all day.
He is a
Watching this.
little. What did they say about what's her name? Tootie's husband. He's a little sassy and high strung.
Not sassy and high strung.
And Portia said, yeah, he's real delicate.
Oh, he's real delicate. He laid on her delicately. You're right. You are right. So from favorite to least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll go from least favorite to favorite.
Okay.
My least favorite is Lisa. I just really don't like her. She always has an opinion. Everybody's always against her. She can't believe this. And I don't like it. She always takes a breath before she talks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate her. She could go. Right above her is Heather. Her, and she looks like a foot. I don't think that she is nice. I don't think she's kind. I think that she tries to play both sides. She's not interesting. You're not even a wife. Like, get off the show. I don't want you here. When we got other wives to even talk to come, you're not even dating. Like, get out of the housewife sphere. Like, you could go and you could go today. Okay. And then we got Meredith. Meredith is only in my bottom 3 because she's campy. So that's why I kind of like her. She reminds me so much of Karen.
You don't like her accent?
Well, my family has to deal with this. And you talked about my son. And everything about her is very Dracula. And something about it is what I love.
What'd you say, Mims?
I knew he would like the accent.
I really think she had a stroke and she's not telling us. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Then right above that, this is where it gets very hard. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Angie. Angie's just very middle ground. She flows with the wind. She goes back and forth. Sometimes you hate her, sometimes you love her, but she hasn't been probably problematic, and her husband is really fine. So anytime I get a chance to see her with her family, I would love to do it. Right above her, Mary Cosby. I just love how funny Mary is. I don't think she's here with us, as in like when she's in the scene, sometimes it's like, Mary, that's not what it was talking about. And now you're being me, and we wasn't even talking about that. Sometimes I don't think she's with us. Right above her is Bronwyn, who has become a new fave. I think she says it like it is. And I think she's making the most logical sense. And then right over her is Whitney. I love Whitney so much.
See, you secretly love Lisa. I knew it.
I hate her so much. I never said that. I love Whitney. Nobody can make me not like Whitney. This is a Whitney Stan account over here. I'm always gonna love her baby voice, and the way she just thinks about things. I love every part of it. Now, Broadway is giving her a run for her money, but I do love Whitney the most.
Now, don't you think though, like after watching these last 2 episodes, Todd hates Bronwyn, and Bronwyn might hate Todd, and I think they're headed for Divorceville.
I don't think they're headed for divorce. I do think that he saw her a certain type of way, and I don't think he realized what he was getting into once they signed up for this show. Because I saw a clip from the next episode where he's like, I've never seen you act like that. And it was disgraceful.
He's so lame.
Do you think she's pegging him?
I don't think he's getting pegged.
Mim said it's a peg situation like Kelsey and Camille.
I don't think he's getting pegged. He's barely home.
These people who are the captains of industry and they're so important, like to be dominated when they get home. And she looks like the type that would dominate.
You think she putting on scrap-ons?
In the hot dog costume. Because she even said she picks them up at the airport in costumes. What's that? Was a strap
cute,
on?
That was really
they're
cute.
Furries.
They're furries, yes.
Oh my God, I met a furry.
Where? At a furry convention?
No, they were just walking, and I was like, what is this? It was a white cat.
Oh.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
You're just walking down the street?
So you tried it because that would mean the opposite of bad luck? Did you go
No. But I don't know if
God.
they're peggers. I would love to see if Angie and Sean are peggers. I love Sean.
I knew you were gonna love those titties. When
I
I saw him at
my
volleyball,
God.
I was like, "Oh, Busy's gonna go
I
crazy." for
was
those
eating
titties.
it up. I would lick the cup after he drank out of it.
Oh, you are like, have you seen
Oh,
what is it?
interesting.
Saltburn? Have you guys seen Saltburn? Have
What?
you seen the movie Saltburn?
Never.
Mims? You guys have to watch Saltburn.
Oh no,
I've
it's a
seen
wonderful
Footloose.
life all over again. What is
Not It's a-
Saltburn about?
Not It's a Wonderful Life all over again. Mims, I had Busy watch It's a Wonderful Life, and he was like,
It was not a wonderful life. I wanted to take off myself after
Why?
it.
"What did you say? What did Mims say?"
I don't know. I think he was asking why did we watch. Oh, me and her, we do a holiday series and for Christmas where we watch.
I was
make her watch.
there. I
I'm sorry?
watched you guys watch It's a Wonderful Life one year, I feel.
It was not.
Yeah, you were
it's
probably
not
there,
a
Mims.
wonderful life. That movie was way too long, and then I wanted to finish the job for him. It was not a wonderful life.
You know what, Joleen? You know who else makes people watch that?
Ooh.
Hugh Hefner used to make the girls watch that. They used to have to watch classic movie nights. So you're part of the problem.
I'm part of the problem, and he's the originator of baby oil, making the girls use it. So, do you think? Now, did Diddy learn the baby oil thing from Hugh Hefner? Do you think?
I think it's a combination of a whole lot of people.
Because Hugh notoriously like that he was known for that, and the girls were like, "Well, we're getting yeasters for Easter because this is what he wanted for lube."
I mean,
I know he was doing like Quaaludes, and I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of GHB.
But his story sounds
In
so
the
much more
pool.
fun. Like every time this sounds really weird, but I'm gonna say it. Every time I would watch like a documentary and stuff like that, he sounded like he had like caves for you to go in, little secret rooms, and like.
Oh yeah, that sounds
places.
real fun. Not scary
It seemed
at
like
all.
it did seem like it was so much more fun than a Diddy party where you locked in a hotel with guards and stuff like that, allegedly. It sounded like it was a real fun party. And some of the bunnies came out and were talking about, oh, you had to go to a secret room to go to a secret room. And some of them were like caves where you go into stuff. And I was like,
It's like the
that
grotto.
sounds a little kinky, a little fun.
No, he's a Diddy. Like,
Until
he's
you're
a
having to
whole
sleep
creep.
with Richard Nixon at the end of the hallway. Like
After the Quaaludes, who knows what you're sleeping with?
Thanks, DGF said I'm in my happy place, and Nana's in the chat too.
Hey, Nana.
Did Nana was Nana a playmate?
Yeah, I think they asked Nana to be a playmate, and she was like, is it at a casino? And then they said no, and she said, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Nana said, if it's at a casino, yeah, the grotto is what they called it.
It seemed more
Nana's-
fun than a Diddy party. It did sound
The
more
girls
fun.
the girls next door made it more of a relatable experience.
Yes.
Maybe
They
that's
made
what it
seem
is,
Like
yeah.
fun, but they weren't telling you that they were
The
doing
truth.
rock, paper, scissors to see who would be forced to sleep with him that night. Like they
All
were
right, whose turn is it tonight?
Like, no, you know.
So what's
Yeah.
Saltburn?
Okay. First, Nana says, It's a Wonderful Life is the best. Try watching it stoned, she said. That could be better. So you got to get high.
Jolene's demonetized now.
Thanks, Nana.
Thanks,
Okay,
Nana.
so I was behind on the Saltburn, but I want both of you to watch it because it's good and it's also disturbing. So it's a 2023 black comedy film directed and co-produced by, it doesn't matter, and it stars the guy that dates Sabrina Carpenter, Barry Keoghan, whatever.
Nope.
It stars Jacob Elordi from what was that show on HBO with Zendaya? Euphoria.
Euphoria. Okay.
You know, the
I never
hot, like
watched
tall
it.
white dude. Okay. Well, I'm
I heard it
telling
was
you,
a whole lot of high schoolers having sex and drugs with each other.
it's a dark comedy, and it's really dark, and there's disturbing times. So,
Wait,
the
why are we
description-
watching this?
It's a good movie. I think it won like an Academy Award or something. It said, troubled by his classmates' unfortunate living situation, wealthy Oxford student Felix invites Oliver to stay at his estate, but a series of horrifying events soon engulf his eccentric family.
What year is this based in? Felix and Oliver?
I think it was like the supposed to be in like the early 2000s, but it came out in 2023.
Are they still making Felixes?
They are when you are in
Cats,
the UK.
right?
What'd you say, Mims?
Or cats.
Cats, yeah, Felix the cat.
I have not met a Felix in a
I
long time.
just watched it, and oh my god,
Joleen just adopted another cat named Felix.
Just like that.
he just showed up.
Long.
Like I got the whole
Did she tell
zoo.
you she's been stalking her neighbor's dog? No,
No.
she has a zoo at home, but she's been looking out the window trying to
Mims,
see if the dog is in need of her.
This is my theory. My theory is that Chel's like, get all of the distractions that you need, and one day he's gonna go out for milk and bread.
He's the one who's sending me the animals.
I know. This is why I said this is the theory that's working.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, another one. Hey, you won't be alone.
And he's gonna Kelsey Grammer me with rescue pet. Drop me off. No, I was talking to Mims, and our neighbor has a cute Frenchie, but he's always outside by himself. And I'm like, I should just ask if like
it is okay for dogs
me
to be outside by themselves. You know that, right?
He always looks so lonely, and he's so cute. I love Frenchies.
You know who's not lonely? You, because you have 8 animals in that damn house.
Yeah. Only 5, 2 cats, 3 dogs. It's not
she
that big
is
deal.
opening a petting zoo, you guys. So sorry, it's early release.
I'm gonna start charging. Yeah, Saltburn's wild. You guys have to watch Saltburn. Kara said no Saltburn. I thought they were talking about Oscar. Like the Odd Couple.
What's the Odd Couple?
Walter Matthau and some other old guy. Who was it? They had a show.
Is the prequel to Saltburn Peppercut?
No.
These dad jokes. You need a child right now, Mims.
Mims is really going through his dad joke book. Like, let's see. Got one for you.
Saltburn is such a weird name.
It's a weird
name.
What does it mean? It's the name of the estate that the eccentric family has. You got to watch it. I can't give things.
We don't have to do anything.
No, you have.
We may.
You may if you want to.
It's based on the Hiltons.
No, but it's got a little Hilton-esque, a little weirdness. You know how all these rich families with money, how there's always some, years of trauma and secrets.
It's the Salt family.
Salt, and the Mortons. Burn. Yep. So I was like, okay. Yeah, Jack Lemmon is a part of the Odd Couple and Walter Matthau, right?
You know Sonia is trying to get to Trump every day.
Sonia Morgan?
Now that she's in Palm Springs.
She lives in Florida now. I heard she bought a condo and she finally sold that townhouse in New York.
Not Palm Springs. I mean, what's the other Palm something?
Palm Beach, Florida?
She lives in Palm Beach. I'm telling you, she's probably trying to make her way. She would happily move to the White House in a minute.
Well, she might be named to the cabinet. You know what I mean? Like all kinds of people are getting named.
Surprise! I've been named. I'm the black homosexual liaison. Love the black homosexuals.
They would be a good match. Sonia
and Trump?
Yeah. Age appropriate.
Over Melania's dead body. She's not divorcing him. She can't.
She's Melania.
I hope they give her enough water and treats today.
Melania says she's not going to be at the White House like she was.
Yeah, she didn't live there before, right?
Give him to Sonia. I could see her.
Melania's going to stay married. They're just going to leave. They're going to have their own apartment still, and I just hope that they're giving her enough treats.
Sarah says, "Let's be clear. She lives in West Palm Beach."
Oh, excuse me. Sarah, what you got going on? What's the deal?
I don't know anything about Palm Beach other than the class of Palm Beach. Have y'all seen that?
No.
Okay, so Funky Dineva posted this older white lady with her hair.
Was it me? No. Okay.
No, her hair was a little bit more manageable. No, I'm just playing. She had like the fluffed out 80s hair, and her makeup was really extreme. Her name is Sue Ellen. And I was like, I saw this picture and I was like, Funky, because he says, he's a rich white woman.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not. The next day, I guess Instagram had heard my phone call and they put me up on Class of Palm Beach. It is nothing but women like Sue Ellen, who are about 80 to 90, who go out with their Hermes bags, Their hair is done like the Golden Girls every day of their life.
Love it.
And they just describe with their outfit. What are you wearing? Hermes.
I hate those videos. And then this is why I know that I need to divest from X. What really bothers me are those videos where people are like, excuse me, can you show me where you live?
Oh, the apartment guy.
Yeah, or excuse me, what do you do? I don't care. And why are you even pushing this towards me? I don't have ambition. I don't want it.
Joleen, please
stop.
look up Class of Palm Beach on your Instagram.
I'm gonna look it up.
Show us.
Yeah, I'll look up Class of Palm Beach.
And then when it comes to Kenya,
yeah,
I felt like that situation was performative, and I am a Kenya stan.
I know you are.
But that video,
Class of Palm Beach, I found it says followed by Make It Make Sense. That video
was performative, and it was just really strange to watch her talk about or take accountability, as some people are trying to base it as, for what happened in the situation. You say you were scared for your life or for your daughter, and this is the first time you had a daughter, and this is why you had to do those because you have a daughter. So you're going to antagonize the lady more?
Right?
You are so afraid because you're like, I don't know what this lady is capable of, that you pull out apparent explicit photos from the past. Right. Oh yeah, that'll keep her at bay. No, it doesn't make any sense.
Now, did N-Dub was saying in the chat, was there some threat of pow-pows from Brit?
That's what she said. She said that she had a scene with her where she was like, that's why I keep something in my purse all the time. It could have been lip gloss. But she was saying that that's what she keeps something in her purse all the time. And she wasn't sure what it was. Y'all know that we already, but why is that a threat when we saw, which now I really believe was staged? Then we see a video of Kenya coming out of her house, pew-pewing people who was trying to break into her home. How long ago was that, when she first started Moore Manor?
Oh, we did?
Yeah, y'all don't remember that video? Kenya Moore came out with a pew-pew and was pew-pewing at the people who were they jumped over her fence or her residence, and they was trying to get in. She even said that at the they talked about it at the reunion, because Andy asked the question, is everybody here a pew-pew owner? And she was like, well, most of them said yes. And she was saying, yeah, I keep one on me, all of this. Girl, so if that girl keep one on her and you keep one on you, what are you worried about Brooklyn for? It doesn't make any sense. And then why would you antagonize the person that you feel like got a AR, whatever? Like it doesn't make any sense. I was just protecting me because she kept saying that you don't know who I am. And I didn't have a daughter before. She kept saying, you don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. And I'm thinking, so then you go and then put explicit photos of her up. Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. Who is this lady?
People are saying,
why doesn't she think
now
it's the Kid Hills for me?
These are Mims friends. Now, Mims, I'm gonna need you. First of all, is it Mims? Did you originate do you say the pew pew or the pow pow? I know it comes from your channel instead of saying the G.
It came from Wendy Williams.
Oh, it did? Okay. So these are Mims friends. Mims, introduce us to your friends. Who are these ladies?
These are the Class of Palm Beach. The whole channel is her going around to these extremely, extremely rich women who lunch for a living, and they wear $10,000 gowns to do it.
No, the Bell Collective.
I said 10,000. That's the whole channel, and it is just a day in Palm Beach. I'm like,
look at this lady.
She looks like something.
Looks like absolutely
the Hunger Games. She looked like the rich side of the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, perfect.
The chick from Absolutely Fabulous, or is Ab Fab? Remember the
blonde
love lady?
Her too.
Yes, it looks like her. This hair.
I know she really does. It looked like Countess, who did Countess makeup.
Yeah, this is what they do.
Or Katniss, sorry. Countess.
Why don't they have a show yet? Mims, you need to get behind this, get a production company, and get them on TV.
They have too much money to have a show. These people do not need the money.
Well, they're showing their stuff here.
It's the Kitten Hills for me. These girls, and we talk about stilettos, pumps in the club. These girls
They're
got
older.
on
Plantar
kitten
fasciitis
heels.
is a motherfucker.
This lady, how old you think she is?
50? I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's addictive to just sit to see how the other side lives, because that's how we were supposed to be doing, watching Housewives. But these are the women who really just have money.
Look at this.
Oh no, she looked like it. It's giving Pennywise, and Pennywise had a mom. This is Pennywise's mother. Well, Ashley Darby, I guess, is Pennywise's mother, but this is Pennywise's mom.
Oh, busy.
See, I can't say she don't look like Pennywise's mom.
She looks cute. Look at her little purse and her.
Go ahead and get a red balloon.
I think so. What happened was this girl started this channel, and she would just go around. And initially, what it was like, who is this regular looking woman harassing me with the camera phone when I'm trying to go lunch with my fabulous friends?
Yeah.
And then Sue Ellen made it a thing. Sue Ellen started wearing all of her best shit so that she would be caught on camera. Now Sue Ellen has a major channel, but the rest of the women now it's like a sport. So they want this woman to see them every day and ask them. Now it's like the in thing to do in Palm Beach. It's hilarious that this is what your day is.
This woman is a diva. Now that dog was way too big to be carrying around, but this woman is a diva. Look at the bag, look at the glasses, look at the pants.
That's
now this is put together. Now this is off the runway. You want to check this tag? This is off the runway.
That's $100,000 ostrich Birkin.
Not ostrich, my God.
That's crazy.
See, some of these outfits have been amazing. Some of them is just like they duped you, girl.
I saw a thing
off the runway though.
This looks like she just went to Free People and was like, I'll take that dress. It's still expensive for me, you know. No, I saw a thing recently that the creator, the creator of the Birkin, like she made the Birkins initially for people to like. They have like photos of her going around town. It's supposed to so you could carry shit, and so people were saying the only people that actually use the Birkins like they're supposed to be used are the Olsen twins, because Mary-Kate and Ashley have been going around banging these bags up, shoving shit in them, and that's how they were supposed to be used. But now people are like, well, this is $100,000 bag, so they don't want any scuffs, but really they're meant to be used and put shit in. But
can you look up an updated photo of Mary-Kate and Ashley? I want to see what they look like.
Sure.
The Birkin started on an airplane. The creator of the Birkin was sitting next to this woman who looked disheveled and crazy. And they designed the bag based on the throw-up bag in the front pocket of the seat of the airplane.
Oh, okay.
It was the throw-up bag. That's why it looks like that. But the lady sitting next to this man who was all disheveled had all of her shit in her bag. And so he was like, I'm going to create a bag for you. And she didn't really know who he was. She knew what Hermes was, but she didn't really know that she was sitting next to this bajillionaire or whatever. And so he took that thing that he created from the barf bag and had somebody sent for her. And he came and, showed her, this is what I created for you. And gave her like the first one. But it was a barf bag. It's made up.
That's really sweet.
It's a barf bag.
Oh my gosh. Here, let me show you Mary-Kate and Ashley. Because I don't know my algorithm.
They look like the lady from Titanic.
So here's one of their Birkins.
Oh my God, they look better.
Well, I don't know how this is 2010, so it's not recent.
Okay,
I was just trying to see pictures of them, see how they walk around with like this is a Birkin, but it's like it's got some scuffs on it. It's
what y'all got in that bag? What that was in 2010. I didn't know that people had $10,000 purses in 2010.
Me neither.
What do they have in that bag that is so stuffed? Name it right now. What you think they put in it?
Not
laptop.
No food.
Laptop. Shoes.
For it to be bungee like that?
A cat. Two
Uncle
cats.
Jesse?
Uncle Jesse. Joey. Bob Saget's ashes. You guys know. Too soon. That was 2010. He was still alive.
That red lip looks gorgeous. It just I don't like the blush with it.
Lipstick. Here's another picture of Oh wait, they have lots
They
of
said
them
it's
with their
all the pimp said it's
Birkins.
all beat up. It is all beat up. But when you have money, you could do stuff like that. Now those other girls from that thing we was just looking at, they would never.
They would never. But they say when you have,
who had that pantsuit on, we love a pantsuit.
they say when you got real money though,
You don't show it.
you can just beat up your Birkin if you.
That's
have
why
real
Joleen
money.
comes on looking like this. If y'all really went to her house,
You are an asshole. Because I am.
if
so
y'all
humble.
really went to Joleen's house, this is in the southwestern quarter. And that's where she keeps the animals in the zoo. She didn't even talk to you about the alpacas.
Where did Mims go? He left. He was insulted by what you said. He was like, "That's it. I'm out of here. There will be no Joleen slander." So here's.
You know what I've started doing? I've gone on a binge of that thing look toe up on a flow up. And you know
that's
what?
how all my purses look.
Do they cost that much?
Immerse in the purse. Xanax bottles, a tablecloth. I fell down a rabbit hole of
the lead team is vicious, not Xanax bottles.
I fell down a rabbit hole of looking up like Elizabeth Olsen now that their little sister is in everything, you know, and has become this big actress. And then like looking for pictures of the three of them together. And that's where I found this whole Birkin lore. And yeah. So yeah, you guys, if you're not already subscribed to Mims, here's Mims's channel, subscribe. And if you're not already subscribed to Busy, Care Bear also dropped Busy's channel.
Subscribe.
Where did Mimsy go?
Mimsy,
come back? You can blame
service.
it. Now, what were you saying? You got into what? I'll drop the link in case he's here and wants to come
Why
back.
did I say that? Because it has something to do with what we were doing. I can't remember, but I've been binging Shark Tank.
What?
I don't know why.
You are elderly.
No, it's a really good show. Now, what I do want to do, and this is how
I did it again. I got rid of Busy. Okay, you're back. I'm so used to being alone. I always do that to everybody.
Oh, well, you'll have to tell me twice.
No, stay. I want you to stay. Okay, then they all leave me. They all leave. And then it was just me. Just me. Okay. Busy, come back. You can blame it on me. Here's another shot of Mary Kate and her beat up Birkin. And she's rocking the same one. I guess Shark Tank is still on. Busy Blue, I'm dropping the link for Busy to come back. They might have just both dipped out. Yeah, Mims's ladies called him like you chose them low class podcasters. Yeah, they're like, Mims, who are you talking to? What is going on? That looks like an 8-up Coach bag. And Lisa, whatever her name is, Baby Gorgeous, she was talking on Salt Lake City about I don't fly Coach and I don't wear Coach or carry Coach. I'm like, dang, I like a Coach purse. I wish I could afford nonstop Coach purses, but to her, that's like the lower level. That's like the TJ Maxx of purses. You know, let's see what you guys are saying. Every bag has stuff to. I feel like that's how I rock my purses. Let me text these two fools and be like, where did you go? Where did you go? We were having so much fun. I'm going to text them both together. Mimsy and Busy. It's a Friday. We're just having some fun. Come back. Okay. All right. Text them both. And then if they want to come back, they'll come back. If not, we'll have Busy's back. I think he had to use the restroom.
No, I actually needed to go downstairs. So this was something that I saw on, it's called Kobe's.
Oh, here, let me knock down this picture. What's Kobe's?
It's a.
Are you sponsored? Are you doing a sponsored post in my video?
You won't be getting paid for it. But
I know. That's why I'm like, no.
It's Kobe's. It was a little boy. He was black owned. He had the biggest neck ever. But he's a black owned business owner, and he has does bees, and all of this is all natural. So I wanted to go get this.
Oh, like from Honey, like it's chapstick.
Yeah, he has chapstick, facial scrubs. He didn't take a deal, which is great because they were giving bad deals. But I bought it because I actually loved what he was saying in the brand, and It comes in a pack of 3. You all can find it on Amazon or on his website. It's Kobe's.
How did you find him?
Shark Tank.
Oh, that's where you're finding your Shark Tank stuff. And how old is he? Is he like a kid?
I think, he quit college. I think he's like 25, 26.
Okay, so he's young.
Yeah, he was young.
But he's a man. But he's young. Yeah, Coach has some great. I like Coach has these like faux fur bags. I have a Kate Spade one, and they're great for like, I don't know. They give like 90s vibes. And and they have some really cute Coach ones. That
Who has
like
Kate Spade now?
tote.
Did she give it to her family?
I don't know. David Spade, she's related to David Spade.
Makes sense.
He doesn't have it, but
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's a sad story. Kate Spade, totally.
I know.
Lucinda said, "I laugh when we go out with my millionaire brother-in-law. They always give us the bill, and he says their tip just went down. LOL. I usually sneak out to the restroom to give them a heads up."
First of all, Lucinda, let's talk, sis. Let's talk. First of all, are they looking for a third? One. Millionaire brother, and you're watching Joleen. Like, what's going on?
A lot of millionaire people related to millionaires watch me, Busy.
Clearly, Joleen has the millionaire followers.
I have the millionaire followers.
And then also, very ghetto, you sneak into the bathroom when the thing comes. You tell your brother, you stand in your power and say, you're a millionaire. And we're not paying this.
No.
And then don't go out anymore unless they ask.
Seriously.
I wanted to go to Red Lobster today or Olive Garden.
They closed them.
Not here in Maryland. They are still open. It's not owned by a black man as CEO, so I'm definitely gonna be going more. But I wanted unlimited breadsticks and pasta, but Taylor Bay said I don't want to go outside. Now he's making risotto, which I'll always eat risotto, but I wanted pasta. How did I get here?
I don't know, but I love it. Amy says, when I found out our baby was going to be a boy, I bought a Star Wars Coach bag. It's glorious, right? I love Coach stuff. Do you have any Coach stuff, Busy? Like clothes? You're fancy?
No, I'm not. I'm a thrifter. One, I love a thrift store. I love anything that's cute and cheap. I wear a lot of tanks and hoodies.
And lumberjack shirts that have the sleeves cut off.
And lumberjack shirts that have the
I got lumberjack shirts too.
I have a red one, a black and white one, and a blue one. The red one is overused, apparently. Or the only time that I take photos. But I am not a name brand person like that. I do love companies that do things for the community. So I like to buy into things like that. But outside of that, I don't have anything in this house name brand. Like I buy what suits me and fits me. I'm not trying to fit into anybody's mold. Yeah, this thing costs too much money. And I could just go get a grocery bag. Do you want this bag? The bag comes in. I'll take that. I do not. I don't want to buy this stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So Teacher B is saying Kate Spade sold to Liz Claiborne, I think, before. Speaking of snobby snob, I know you hate Lisa Barlow, but what did you think about the episode or this past episode where she was like, I cannot ride Coach. And it's like 45 minutes. And she's gonna.
You look like a coach. So does your husband. I can't stand her. I do not like Coach. I can't. Girl, you look like a coach. Can I tell y'all, these are all of the reasons that I don't like Lisa Barlow.
I like Lisa Barlow, but I do, that looked hella snobby. But I think everyone on this cast.
Why do you like her?
Has a place.
Right. Can you rank them from least favorite to favorite?
Oh, God. That's a hard one. Just this season?
Yeah, let's just do this season.
Okay. Everyone's kind of even to me besides Heather.
You lie. Everybody's even.
They're bringing it. Whether they're right or they're wrong, they're bringing it.
Yeah, I'm talking about likability. Who would you sit down and have if you had to pick like 3 of the girls
to sit down
who would you invite?
Like who would I want to hang
out
with?
Eat dinner. We're about to hang out. We're about to have a girls' night out. Bring your Coach and Liz Claiborne bags or whatever. and let's do it.
That's hard because
it really is
none of them
in the comments, please.
None of them
None of them for real? You got
No, I watch-
millionaire. There's a whole millionaire.
Yeah, but I watch it but I don't want to. They don't seem like they'd be interesting to hang out with. I would want to observe it.
Oh my God, Mary seems like Dr. Seuss's house. I would definitely want to be there.
This season, I will say Mary is one of my favorites, which I never thought I'd say. I always thought she was funny and stuff, but I also thought she was, with that whole church thing and stuff, there was just some stuff going on. But this is the first season I feel like we're really seeing a vulnerable and more open Mary Cosby, more present Mary Cosby. And I'm very worried about her son in that situation. And
I cried yesterday watching that.
It was sad, especially, if you've had any addiction in your family or it's like, Mary, this is rough.
It was sad. It was so sad to watch. I started crying because even though I feel like she has a learning disability, she wants to reach out to her son, and she does wants to figure it out with him. And no shade to that girl. I don't know who she is. I think she's the problem. I really do think whoever his wife is the problem.
I don't think so. I think that's the easy way out. I think that's where Mary wants to go. But I think this raised the way he was raised in that dysfunctional ass family of Mary Cosby's, and even her. I mean, obviously she was raised pretty dysfunctionally. If she goes on to, they're all vying for a spot with the step granddaddy when the grandma dies. I mean, it's a messed up situation overall. So I think blaming that woman is like the easy way out and where people would go. But I don't think so. I think this is a long time coming. I think Mary even, worried about, I think she's even kind of holding herself as accountable as Mary Cosby can be. Yeah. But I do think she wants to lean into it's the wife's fault.
I think the wife need to go so I can get to my son.
Yeah, I could see
even
her.
At one point, the wife kept trying to eat, and you saw him push her hand down like, my mama is talking to us. Yeah. Like, get it together. And she's trying to feed him and be cute. Girl, have you watched your
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that was one of the things that makes me want to blame her, because she's trying to be like, I'm your number one. I got you here. You want some more pretzel? You want some more beignets, whatever they were eating. And if someone
they were eating like chicken fingers in bed or something, and they both clearly we're on something. Kylie says the problem existed.
I think that
yes, he can't even form a sentence.
Yesterday, and I'm just crying because we know the news of today of what he's going through, and then his mother having to watch him go through that. It just must be hard to be a parent, and now you're trying to figure out, where did I go wrong? How do I fix this? What can I do? And now you're married. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Kylie says
the wife is living with us, so it's not like she's been a support system.
And he still has like the Robert Jr. above his bedroom. It's like in his little bedroom. So I agree with Kylie. The problem existed before the girl, but I think the girl enables and encourages it. Yeah, they enable each other 100%.
He gives them more money to buy the drugs.
As far as hanging out, I feel like, I don't know, something with Angie K.
Okay.
And her and Mary. I feel like Angie K brings out like a lighter side of Mary.
No, Mary. Okay. They're dancing with the flag. Okay.
Angie K might be a little annoying, but I feel like she would be fun to hang out with.
So we got two.
I do like Bronwyn this season so far. I do like her. I really do. Yeah. Then, so I'm going like most likable to least then.
We got one more.
Well, I like Lisa Barlow. I think she's problematic with a lot of the shit, but I'm kind of liking them getting in fights with her. Baby gorgeous. And her husband, I will say, I didn't really get the appeal of her husband, but then he was playing volleyball and I was like, oh, it's the body. It's the body, yada, yada. Like, if you look, there was a scene, like sometimes no, but then he was like tan and he looked a little cut and I was like, okay. But he has a little head, with like his little hat on. It's like a little guy head.
First of all, he looked like the brother of Popeye's wife. And
Olive Oil's brother.
what really made me not like him is that, bro, somebody need to tell her where to go and how to do it, because Lisa Barlow is a bully. She's a bully and she's self-centered. And his wife, he needs to recognize this in his wife. For you to be like, you're throwing F-bombs, F. First of all, he wasn't doing that. And your wife is the one who came up to him. You didn't say, you calm down. We don't get the husbands into this. He let all of that stuff happen. And I respect Whitney's husband so much. I was in the car with her when she was on the call. My wife is not a liar. Or she may be lying about a lot of things, but she ain't lying about this.
Well, Up and Adam says she is lying about this. And they edited it together a certain way.
Well, it didn't sound like that when I was in the car with her. And I got my wife's back. It didn't sound like this when I was with my wife. So you need to calm down. Really? You're gonna have how do you deal with a person like this? Don't you talk to me. Why are you even talking? I'm just saying, your wife, she really doesn't. This is disrespect. I'm calling my lawyer. Someone's lying on me and they need to go home. Go to bed. I really cannot stand her. And she's self-centered. It's all about her. Even when her son was dealing with stuff, I'm just so much of this. You see how it authentically feels like Mary is trying to figure out what's happening with her son. And we all are really immersed in our emotions around Mary and her son because we do see that. We don't feel that way about Jack.
Jack is going to 5-star restaurants and he has a tummy ache, which can be scary.
I mean, he said he couldn't walk, you guys. He said he couldn't walk, and I'm just here, and I'm like, what can I do? And it's just been so hard on me. And then you say that all I do is let my kids play video games.
And then they are just showing her kid just.
And then her kid had to remind her, Mom, you're a good mom because you have to coddle her feelings. I feel bad for all three of those men in that household. You have to coddle her feelings. Mom, you're such a great mom. Oh, you remember that other son you keep talking about so much in the show? We can call him today. Remember him? Let's put him on FaceTime because you're not even thinking about him.
Irene was saying,
oh my God, you're so right. We can't call Jack today. Let's get him on FaceTime. You don't care about him. You're selfish.
The voice down, the Lisa Barlow voice, like Jolissa saying, you do have it down. Irene saying that Robert Jr.'s wife was reaching for some blue object. I saw that when they were laying in bed.
What was that?
That Robert Jr. was hiding in his hand.
Oh, he was trying to hide it?
Could it have been just like a vape or something?
Maybe.
When Mary walked in. Yeah, I think that, Kylie, I agree. I really like how Mary comes out of her shell with Angie K. I think they don't take themselves, it makes Mary take herself less seriously. When she was friends with Meredith, they were both depressing when they'd be on screen and be like, we don't want to do that. And now Angie K's like, let's have a theme party. Let's go say hi to everyone who's Greek. She's just very, very
I think Mary likes that. She wants somebody who's caring about her authentically. And I think that's what, I think Angie K is bringing out the side of Mary that we all have been
Angie K she seems fun. The only person I really don't enjoy this season, I'm even starting to enjoy Brittany. Did you know that Brittany girl who's dating the Osmond guy, she can sing. She can sing.
Yeah, I've seen the videos, and she looks as pathetic in the videos as she is on the television show. I can't take that lady. I don't like her. I don't respect her. I think she's a weirdo. She was doing an Ariana Grande song.
She was.
And I was thinking, you mad grown lady one, that song came out when I had just left college. And then here you are, now that I become girl. Then she didn't know if she was gonna pick up the phone or not pick up the phone. She started picking up the phone, then she put it back down. She was putting her coat, and I was thinking, this why you don't got a man, girl. And this is why you don't got a man. And the Osmond guy will never marry you. Here, and this is why he's DMing girls at this moment. While you see here, this is the part, girl. Let it go. She's a weirdo. I'm glad that they were right for not casting her. She's a weirdo.
I was sad to hear though that apparently when she was talking on the episode how she fractured her relationship with her kids for that relationship. I'm like, oh no, lady. But I feel like she's bringing something. When I say
queen, you want these girls who are not likable to win so bad.
Because then we're not going to get Mary and Bronwyn reading her. I feel like you need someone who might be a little. Let's just give her a chance. She's Delulu and stuff. She's bringing more than Heather. Heather is bringing.
Who's that?
bitter sauce. Heather is we don't know what Heather should be having the best time ever because she's on the Ozempic and now she says,
how did you feel about that scene when she came to Bronwyn's house? I wanted to slap her and exit her out myself.
Why?
I wanted my sister to go beat her up so bad. I wanted to call my sister and say, you need to go beat her up. It made me so upset. So this is why you brought me here?
Yeah,
okay, so you're not going to go. What?
She's trying to be Queen Bee Alpha, but it doesn't work, Heather, because we've watched you season after season simp for these women. You've simped for Lisa in the past. You've even tried to simp for Meredith. You've definitely simped for Jen Shaw. And now you want to kind of be
Now you want to run the show. Now that he punched you in the face.
No.
Now that he punched you in the face and she said, shut up and you better not tell nobody. And you didn't. And now you think you're in charge?
She wants to go for...
Who's the one who called Heather? We miss you were here. We wish you were here.
Lisa.
We wish you were here. We're just saying hi. We were just talking about you.
Heather, you're not here. No, because you weren't invited. Heather, I feel like she goes for who she thinks is going to be an easy target. I think she thought Bronwyn would be an easy target, but she thought wrong.
Definitely is not. That girl, she goes to... You need to Google people before you start to bully them. She goes to airports in costumes. That is not the one you play with. Okay? Her self-esteem is way too high. She walks around in costume, not a costume. She walks around in costume.
In a hot dog.
Bully her. She doesn't care about what you think. She doesn't care about what the people around
her husband
think.
Bullies her. Todd's a bully. Todd is lame, old, tired. I don't care how much money he has. I don't care about the $4 million necklace. That guy, just how you feel strongly about some of these women, I feel strongly about the husbands. He needs to shut up. Todd, you're so boring. Take your swim top, go take a nap, drink an Ensure. I'm over it. This is what your wife signed up.
I don't know if he's a bully. I just think he's
Then go to bed. Well, do you see Ray acting like that?
Let Karen tell it.
Well,
Ray's not pretty good to me. You have no idea what I'm going through in this house.
He just wants soup. He just wants soup. Give him some soup.
Tell it. I'm fighting for my family. You have no idea what I'm going through. You have no idea. Let Karen tell it. Ray beating her up in that house. I can't get any love. So much so that Ray was like, well, I think I may be in love with her. Child, when those cameras are down, it sounds like let Karen tell it. He beating her up in that house.
Oh, not our Ray.
That's what Karen said.
I haven't watched the latest 2 seasons.
That man look even more feeble as the day we met him. Hey guys, what's going on? And then as soon as Karen gets in the car, Ray's been, my marriage, I'm holding on. I'm soldiering up for my man. Girl, what the hell is going on in the house?
Well, Todd is just like Pam was saying, he's old, dusty, boring. And the fact
I agree,
we're
Pam.
done. We're not talking about this. Shut up. Who are you? Get out of here. Go to work. I do not have time for these old men.
Didn't Lisa Barlow's husband do that?
To who?
Nah, talk about a bully.
Lisa Barlow's husband?
Yeah, when he was at that table and was like, you accused her. Ask her, frankly, did she do it? With a question mark.
He was trying to mansplain. So he's like, just ask her. But he doesn't say it like that. He says, ask her if she did it. Okay, she didn't do it. It's over. And then for a minute, the producers and the editors like faked me out because then they do the end of the show. And I was like, did I fast forward too far? Because I watched it the next day. And then I'm like, oh shit. No, it's the beginning. So it's like, oh, that's the problem solved. But that's like the kind of typical man explanation.
And this is why we don't have a show about 5 men doing things.
Yes. I wish the men would. When do they want to become the Jersey guys and get involved? I do not even like how the Jersey guys are involved in the show so much.
I think the people love the Jersey guys. I mean, I don't watch Jersey, but from what I hear, the people hate the women, but then love the relationship that the men have. Maybe
back in the day, but now that we know, I mean, the men are just as problematic and lame. So that's my opinion, but I know some people still love it. And then Seth, knock it off with the here's receipts, biatch, and it's like,
and the outrage for Sean, no, not Sean, for Whitney's husband when he said my wife's not an effing liar. But oh boy, Seth quietly.
That was so extra.
Everybody on mute when he said, "Here's the proof, bitch." And I was thinking, oh, so the men not about to say, "Oh, okay." When it's Lisa Barlow, You can't. You say your husband was saying FFF to me. Oh, but we could call women bees. Oh, okay, got it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
And then Meredith even was like, well, he's sticking up for my family, sticking up for my husband, sticking up for me. So that's why he's upset because you're lying. It's like Seth. And the weird thing about Seth is we know that he secretly lusts after Whitney and her boobs. Like that's been an ongoing joke. And like
has it been?
The birthday cake a couple seasons ago. Yeah. Of him like, so that makes it even grosser as a woman to like watch him be like, biatch. It's like, but you like sexualize, shut up. And I wish Justin in that moment would have been like, watch your mouth, little Ohio boy. Watch your mouth.
Someone would have said something. What made me so uncomfortable that no one said anything. I wouldn't even have to have been in a relationship and I could have been sitting at the table like, hold on now. Wait a second. You just calling people bees? Because we know what you're saying. We just calling people bees at the. Okay, I'm gonna shut up, dude. Okay.
None of the husbands. Yeah. Justin, Irene said, just sat there with his hands in his lap, only has gas for women and is afraid of Seth. I mean, it looks like he is afraid of Seth because I don't know, but I feel like if Chell, who's so not confrontational at all, he's like so nice, but if he hears someone call me a bitch or even like biatch, he'll be like, no, we're not doing that.
Oh yeah. Oh, Teddy Bear would have been up. Oh, he would have been an angry little munchkin. Excuse me.
Little Tay. Oh, Tay the Bay.
And Dub says, Daddy, and he would have been standing up very angry. He would have been the angriest gnome you've ever seen. What did you just say to him? Oh, but he's not gonna play about me.
Tay the Bay doesn't play.
Yeah, we not doing this stuff. That made me it was so cringe.
It was so cringe. And that's what N-Dub is saying. Maybe they were too cringe to respond because it was just lame and like just like biatch. And then you're also using receipts from one of those blogs, reality TV blogs. That's not necessarily
this is not a receipt.
We know that Sean said something similar and did bring up her using that platform and then mention the son. Sure. And could Sean have been a little, could he have apologized and maybe said, I did bring up your son, I shouldn't have, but I feel like you were leveraging the LGBTQ since your son is gay, kind of against it. But Meredith should have never perpetuated a rumor of, first of all, possibly outing someone when your son is gay. There is a good point there. And I am so tired of these housewives being like, your husband's gay, everybody's husband's gay, who cares? Like I don't even care if he is gay. Maybe they have an understanding, maybe he's bi, maybe he's this. Why are we still acting like, oh my God, it just doesn't. That's the go-to always to get at women is to go, especially in the housewives, your husband's gay. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Is there a reason why? Has anybody ever noticed? And this is why I think that as much as I do love Meredith, remember she's number 3 on the people I hated, but the top of the 3, the least of the 3. When she's about to tell a lie, in my opinion, or makes up a story, she's not looking at the person.
Lisa?
No, Meredith.
Oh, Meredith.
She's down with her. Let me see if I can use this as a prop. But she's always like, well, maybe you shouldn't have said what you said about my family and my son. And it's like, so why talk to me straight? Because when she wants to tell some truth, she'll be like, are you talking about the Alibaba stuff that's going on with her? She's looking you straight in the face. But when she got something that's really not the truth, she's like, well, maybe you should be wondering about the stuff that why you looking down, girl? Say it to me. Yeah, I feel like Meredith has a tell, and her tell is she gonna look down. Well, I heard some people say that maybe you are sleeping, but she gonna look down.
For my family. Irene says Meredith's mouth gets real wide when she's gonna lie. My family.
I don't know if that's a drag because I do feel like the lady had a stroke. Normally her mouth is looking like, well, she's not really opening it up, but when she ready to talk.
My family. I need a bath. Seth, you're leaving again early. I thought we had cleared this.
Do you think that was staged?
That he had to leave?
Yeah.
It could be. Maybe because again, I mean, in earlier seasons, they had this like, we're broken up. And then that's when, Lisa Barlow, then the hot mic seasons later was like, she fucked all of New York and she did. about her friend. So when Lisa Barlow was like, Lisa doesn't say those things or whatever they were talking about at dinner when her and her husband were like, Lisa wouldn't do that. I'm like, Lisa did that to Meredith on the hot mic. She said, you don't own a home. Your husband, you guys don't live in the same house. Your husband can't take care of your family. You suck. You've had sex with half of New York. Like Lisa definitely does talk shit they all talk shit on each other.
I need to go absolutely to season 1. I only started because of Monica. So this is my second season.
Oh, you got to start at season 1. I'm going
to have to go backwards. I heard the lady got punched in the face, but then she revealed why she got punched in the face and who beat her up. This is crazy. Meredith, you'll be practicing Hebrew during this trip. I don't understand. It's getting out of control. Aren't you supposed to be by mitzvah?
When is her bar mitzvah?
I hear that the people had to practice a long time to get the Hebrew right. Shouldn't you be practicing Hebrew on the trip?
It did look like she had it down.
Shouldn't you be doing that with your husband on this trip?
She did have it down though. When she met with her rabbi last time, it seemed like she had the song down. So she's probably Meredith is Meredith's smart. She's like a lawyer, right? Like she went to law school. She did all the things. Meredith. Yeah. She's no dummy just because her mouth is like this and she's speaks like this. She's very smart.
Would y'all take legal advice from her? Well, she doesn't come to me. I've been in this That's right.
Your Honor.
That's just with Alibaba.
My client didn't say Whitney's things were from Alibaba. Now, what do you think of this situation? Because we have a blogger, Up and Adam. We have Up and Adam saying, no, I did not. I know it's not Lisa. Whitney, they kind of spliced it together. Well, who is it then that said about the Alibaba stuff?
I'm wondering. So if he's saying,
Adam says he has receipts too that prove
that it's not her.
Well, what Whitney is saying or what the narrative she's trying to push this season, because she went on. Did you see? She went on to Watch It Happens Live and talk shit on Adam and his husband.
Well, duh, Adam out here being like, that's a lie.
But she said, "Oh, I'm friends with his husband, Jason." And Jason's like, "We most certainly are not friends. Maybe my cousins worked with you at Target back in the day, but we're not friends."
So why would I then go and support them and go on Watch What Happens Live and say, yeah, I'm friends with them? No, I'll be tearing them in the shreds and go back to your never mind.
But I want to know who.
Why is it if Up and Adam is saying that this is not what was going on? Well, because he was on the phone. Now I know Up and Adam, the sound of his voice.
Yeah, he said it's him for sure. He talked to her, but
so then who was he talking about? He said you can ask yes or no questions.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
I don't know.
So who is he playing? Us or Whitney?
I don't know.
Like, well, that's actually not what happened. You actually have freedom to say who it was. Who is it?
But does he have freedom to say who it was, or is maybe he's worried about? I don't know. I mean, now
Lisa got him under contract.
I don't know. I'm
just like, got him under contract. Now he's like, well, I didn't say that. And you know what? Plausible deniability, because she said that she could only ask yes or no questions. Mm-hmm. Was it, do they own a wine business? Okay, so what person owns a wine business that we
or alcohol company? Because she owns Vita Tequila. Mm-hmm.
What person was it? Gua.
I wish Adam would come forward with the receipts. He said if Whitney doesn't like fix this or whatever, then he's going to come forward with receipts on Whitney, because basically that Whitney is a liar.
Does he think this is in real time? The season is taped.
No, but he doesn't want to give her time to reply when she has a platform or something. That's what I watched on the live.
If she doesn't make right with this, the season is done. Girl, this happened in the past. Say the truth.
Well, because they haven't filmed the reunion yet. So maybe that's why he doesn't want to do it when she can have the reunion to pop off. He's like, I don't care if she wants to go live on her Instagram, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like the more the bloggers get involved in this stuff, the messier. And I don't know if it's a fun messy. Do you think it's a fun messy?
I don't know. They ain't contacted. Unless the Potomac, they ain't contacted me. I don't know.
If they contacted you to be in the mess, would you?
No, but I would send everything to House of Aaron for 100%.
What about me? I mean, I'm not a blogger, but
I don't know if do you want to be an MS? I'll send it to you. I definitely always send.
Oh, I thought you meant the information. I don't want to.
Yeah, I would send the information to Aaron every time. House of Aaron every time. My only problem is that you got to tell him, please don't say my name, which he has a problem doing. Some videos are like, well, my friend Busy Blue wrote me this and told me that. And it's like, oh my God, I was giving you the tea.
I love it. I love House of Aaron. Kylie says, okay, so Adam said, yeah, they were talking about something else. So she had asked him, according to Adam, to look into an account that was bullying her cute, like Whitney's little daughter with the red hair. She's so cute. They were bullying her, I guess, or like saying stuff about her looks online. And so he was looking into that.
And they get into a fight with Sherelle. Why are you not recording these calls? What happened?
No, I think he might have recorded them. I think he knows he has the receipt.
Kylie said they did provide proof that call happened after the mafia party when Whitney started accusing. She didn't accuse her. She said that I heard. She said, I heard someone told me.
So End-Up says, and the editors used that yes or no to imply they were chatting about the Alibaba. And we know producers do that. We know they can mix and
And he knows that. Fake news.
Fake news, Busy said. Yeah, it's a good season though.
That really wasn't a good. That was a really good party and a good episode. This season, 10 out of 10s. Like 10 out of 10s. I mean, I feel like that about this Salt Lake City and Potomac. And I can't read the other ones because I don't watch them.
Potomac, is that good this season? I heard it wasn't.
I think it's very good. I love the news reporter, the new news reporter. And she really talks like that, and it's so wild to me. Karen is a drunk and a psycho. And I can say that. Okay, calling the Karen. She's a drunk and a psycho. And then I don't know what this looks like for Giselle, but she's a new person.
I heard her and Wendy are friends.
If that's what you want to call it.
Or they're hanging out.
Unpopular opinion, I feel like Wendy is a brown noser, and she's excited that she can finally befriend Giselle. Not necessarily that they are friends. I feel like
she doesn't have a choice.
The doors are open, and now Wendy is just she's jizzing over Jizzy.
Jizzing over Jizzy. Well, Candace is gone, so she doesn't. Her friend's gone. Does Candace want back on?
I think Candace is gonna come back on, but I don't think she was gonna play about her pregnancy.
Why'd they even? Oh, she said she left. They didn't give her her.
She decided
she wanted to have. Good for her.
Yeah. And Andy said that she decided to leave too.
Okay, so then the door isn't closed. The door is closed. The door is open. Just like Kenya. Do you think Kenya will come back to Roa?
I think just suspended. She's necessary. From what I heard, there was like legal stuff that was happening, and that's why she decided she took a step back. But she's gonna be on this season.
Yeah, we're gonna see up until that point that she's
where the lady was, having the.
Do you think they're waiting to feel out how the audience feels about it to decide on the fate of Kenya?
Well, everything's gonna be blurred out. Like how much are you going? Are we gonna be like? Oh, she put those pictures. It's gonna be a blurry photo.
What did Portia say in the background? Mim said he had someone who was there. That's a dick. Is that a dick?
That's a dick. That's a dick. That's a penis. It's so funny how the lady's in the back, and she just always, who said that?
Your phone is blowing up.
It is. We're doing Thanksgiving plans.
Who said that? When is Thanksgiving again?
2 Thursdays from now.
Okay. I'm like, what day is it? What time is it? What is that?
I host. So
you host your whole family too.
I host my family and Tater Bay's family.
Yeah, that's your fam.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people. And then friends who want to come or attend, or coworkers who don't know.
You're like Nana. Nana hosts too.
Yeah, I need all the girls here. And I want y'all to know, and you have an experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you love the experience.
You have to use all those champagne glasses. They've got to get put to use. Busy has a champagne glass collection.
I do. And then I think what I want to try to get again is the champagne flute holder where people come in and you just grab your glass of champagne. At the bottom, have little mocktails for the kids, and at the top.
Cute. Don't let the kids accidentally grab the The top.
I'm sure Nana let you have a drink now every now and then. We're fine.
Look at me though. Do you want to turn out like me? Come on now. Come on. Oh, busy.
I would love for them to turn out like you. Failed comedian. What did y'all
pays for her shows? Just.
No, I think you're an amazing person. You're sweet. You're kind. You're caring. You're super funny, super talented. So I would love for them to turn out like you. So drinks for everybody.
I'm gonna have to do the Candace.
Oh, don't do that. You know I think the world of you. Yeah. My love language is sarcasm, though. So I'll never say it again.
Yeah. So put someone. Record this. We'll put it on our Sip and Key channel. Well, busy. I had so much fun you stopping in.
I hated every part of this. You're gonna send the Cash App right after.
You should join me more often on my channel, not join you.
I will. I think you go live when I am working. And now that we have a new administration, these girls are grinding me to I left Nancy Pelosi today, very early. And I was like, I really need a break. I need a second. People need the answers to a lot of things that I don't have the answers to yet. And it's frustrating. And I got my promotion. Now the people are really like busy.
Congrats.
Do you know? So how are we gonna, girl, can somebody give me a second?
I just need a second. Yes, Care Bear dropped the link for me and Busy. We have a channel of our own called Sip and Key, and we are behind.
I say let's start.
But we got to catch up.
Promote this on Sip and Key, and then we start Salt Lake City from here. I think we're both procrastinators. And once we started getting behind, it was like, we're already back. We're already behind, so why catch up?
We're already behind. It's over.
And that is really my thing. I'm like, well, I'm 3 episodes behind. Well, let's just stop. But this will be the catch up for if we can snip some of this part and put it.
I'll just take the whole. Yeah, I'll put that part over there. Jalissa said this was so much fun. Thank you, Jalissa. Witness says I sub to you, Mims, and Busy below.
Oh, thank you. Wait a second,
Chicken Head.
Lucinda.
What?
I need to know what's going on with the millionaire family member.
Oh yeah, Lucinda, come back and tell us.
5515321, whatever the numbers were.
Love Lucinda.
What's going on? I'm sure you do.
No, she says she's related to the.
It was her brother-in-law.
Her brother, yeah. That doesn't mean she can just be like,
"Give me $20." Ask your brother. Or your sister. I don't know if you're in the same-sex marriage, but
thank you, Chickenhead, PK Dorkface, Neely. Love you all. We love you, right?
It's the name for me. Come through, Chickenhead. Come on, Chickenhead.
I love and Dorkface is a recent add to the name. It used to just be Chickenhead PK Neely, and so I got used to saying that, and then so I'll be like, oh, Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely. I like
why? Why was the Dorkface added?
I don't know, but I like it. I like it. And we had Mimsy up here. It felt like old times with the three of us. We just need Andrew Gabor and we got a party.
Oh God, I would have had to leave. It would be too much.
Oh, love Andrew Gabor.
Yeah, me too.
Love my Busy. Love my Mimsies.
So we have to watch Salt Bay.
You got to watch Saltburn and tell me what you think about it. You'll like it.
Salt.
You'll like it. It's a movie. You'll love it.
You said the same thing about It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, I think you'll like it. It's just creepy enough that I think you're gonna like it.
Saltburn, and then what was the Instagram that we need to follow?
You will see some wiener. It's got wiener in it.
Black peen?
No, white.
Oh, then definitely I'm gonna despise it.
What was the other one?
What was the Instagram that we gotta follow too? Because I want to see that white lady in her pants.
Class of Palm Beach.
Class of Palm Beach.
Just look it up and you will see Make It Make Sense follows them. Mimsy follows them. Oh, so does Steven. So, Auntie's Advice follows them too. Shout out to Auntie.
Why are we so behind?
We are behind. We need to do better. We need to do better. K says not Salt Bay. Kylie says I'm the only one in America that
is a person though, right?
I don't know who that is. I know Saltburn.
Isn't Salt Bay the person who does this? No, it's like this. Remember he sprinkles salt on your food?
I thought that was a basketball player did this after they score.
Maybe there is a person who does that. I felt like Salt Bay's like this.
Oh, yes, he's an international chef, N-Dub says.
And then he puts the sun on your foot like this, it goes down his arm. You better hope that he scrubbed like Grey's Anatomy, because I don't understand why my salt is
Speaking of
coming out from
Grey's, here's what we have to talk about on Sip and Key. Did you
Okay.
watch the Anatomy of Lies documentary about that woman who wrote for Grey's Anatomy? Go to
No.
Peacock and watch that before you watch Saltburn, because it is about this cuckoo bananas lady. I talked about it a little bit on my channel. But this lady, Elizabeth something, so it's Anatomy of Lies. It's crazy busy. It's only 3 episodes.
About her writing
The docu-series. Yeah, and her Anatomy of Lies. Watch it.
I will watch it. You know what I'm really upset at you about? And I'm going to say this live, because you didn't do it anyway.
Uh-oh.
Talking about Aaron from Big Brother. I want more people to talk about her racism.
I did. I just did oops, I knocked busy out again. Sorry, friend. I did one not too long ago when her and Laura Trump were doing some interview when she was trying to kind of come back. Well, she's already back because she's the mommy vlogger, and I know she's trying to do mommy talk. But I did a whole live about her.
You think she's trying to get that like a show like the one on the Salt Lake City things on Hulu?
Yes.
You think she'll get it? She's dislikable, but also likable enough where people would give her a shot.
Well, she's reinvented herself in the mommy vlogger world. So wild with and it doesn't seem like she's changed very much from the things
Why would she? See, they're from Texas, and this is what they do in Texas. I guess the culture. You racist? You talk about
don't talk about every Texan.
That's like what she said. I'm not making it up.
Oh yeah, that's what Aaron said. She got out of the house. Interview.
I'm from Texas. They have this stereotype that people from here. I'm just saying what the people that around me say.
Yes. Yeah, that's what Aaron said. I was like, what? Yeah, Jolissa, it's good. It's crazy. And here's the correlation, Busy. You know, because a Busy and I on our channel, we used to cover very problematic liar face creators, like online people. And you will see this woman and how she behaved, and it is so parallel, like so on brand to how a lot of these people in that certain sector on YouTube acted with the lies and just watch it and you'll be like, holy shit, this is like those drama YouTube people who just
I'm gonna watch it. You know, I watched one of the people today because you know how I like to I used to like to comment, and one of them I was subscribed to still because I commented once. They had a dog cage in the kitchen behind them. And I was thinking, this is why you don't eat at people's
One of the cuckoo birds?
Yes, dog cage right by the stove.
What?
A dog cage right by the stove. And I said, this is crazy. This one. And I was about to comment, dog cage in the kitchen.
Put it in the private chat who it was. I gotta see what my reaction is.
What's this girl's name? It's the one who had caught the STD.
Okay, got it. You don't have to put in the private chat.
Yeah, so
a dog cage.
This was so much fun. Bye, guys.
Bye, Busy. Everyone, make sure you go subscribe to Busy Blue. Well, we have a nice, long, fun Friday. No offense, all offense with Mims and Busy Blue, 2 of my besties coming up here. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to have to talk them into doing this more often, you guys. But yes, Anatomy of Lies. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. Saltburn the movie if you haven't already. I mean, I like that movie. I mean, I like it, but I'm also like, ugh. I mean, it was good. It was disturbing, but it was very good. Yeah, shout out to all my super chatters today. Thank you, Niners Girl, for being a member for 18 months. I appreciate you. Thank you, Shawnee. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Busy Blue. Thank you, Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely. DGF, thank you so much. And Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely coming in again. Hopefully you guys had fun. Please, please, please subscribe to my friends if you're not already subscribed to Mims and Busy Blue. I'll put their links in the description as well. Subscribe here if you haven't. Comment after the video post because I love to hear from you all, and I know I can't get to all of your comments during the live. I think I'm going to do a no offense, all offense tomorrow too, even though it's Saturday, because I miss you guys. And we're keeping the schedule going, but I might have to take maybe Sunday off. We'll see. But yeah, follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer everywhere. And like I say, enjoy yourself because it's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you